Good evening, everyone. How are you, Amjad? So, how you doing, Amjad? Very quiet here because you want to match. So yeah, I don't know what time they'll be back. I don't know, something about 9:30, 9:15, something like that. Because they kicked off at 7:30. So. Yeah, should finish about 15:15. It's alright. I was just trying to work out. It'll be about 9:15, I think it is. Hey, I'll tell you something, Amjad. That means meat slice last night. Gorgeous. Nearly all gone. Anyway, so yeah, it finishes about 9:15. I don't know, about 9:30, 9:45. I think they'll be back, something like that. So they're not doing too badly. We're keeping an eye on squad playing Liverpool tonight. And the last time I checked, they were only losing 1-0. So that's, yeah. You know, so what you been doing with yourself, been as your thing were cancelled, Amjad? Anything? Nothing? A bit of a bugger though, getting there and then finding out that one of your colleagues has got COVID. But it all depends how long they've known about it, or is it a recent thing? You know, have you come? You know what I mean? It's not to say that you're going to get it. Well, still only losing 1-0, which is, you know. I agree. Are we? But yeah, I mean, I can understand why they've done it, Amjad. I Gaffer, how are you? I only bake things on a Tuesday. So, there you go. I'll tell you something as well. That rum mincemeat. Oh, it don't have cake. Hiya, Tim. How are you? Oh, we're just chilling at home. I've had a bit of a rough day today. Yeah, I'm rumming and ahhing whether I should go live tonight because just had one of them days. I can't take got my helper with tonight, Gaffer. Gone down to football. So yeah, I just had one of them days. I don't know. Not. Oh, so you didn't actually get inside? You got the phone call before when I went before you went in. Yeah, I need cheering up. I've had not a physical bad day, but yeah. You'll have a job because there's hardly any left. But anyway, so yeah, I've had a bit of a rough day mentally. Let's just say. Nothing sparked it off. I don't know. So yeah, and I'm rumming and ahhing whether or not to go live. And so Chris says to me, well, me and Callum's going to be down at football. You're going to be all on your own. And it'll only make things worse if you well, yeah. That's the thing, Amjad. You want to, try and stay away from it. It's not very nice. So yeah, there you go. That's my story so far. But I think at some point we all have them days sort of where you know, it's like you sit feeling sorry for yourself, and you know, I can't pinpoint, you know, and that's the downside of depression. Uh, I knows, bro. Hi, Tommy. So yeah, that. I mean, that's the downside of having depression. You know, it comes like a bolt out at blue. You don't know what's caused it. You don't know. You know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean, only somebody else that suffers with depression will know what I'm talking about. So, but anyway, I'm here. I'm here with some good friends, and I know you'll cheer me up. In fact, in fact, you know, bro, I've had to turn eating off. I'm going a bit, but so yeah, we've had eating on, but it soon warms up. Yeah, I don't. Some as I say, I don't know where it come from. I don't. Nothing sparked it off, Gaffer. It just, you know, I had all these thoughts whirring round in my head. You know, oh dear. Oh, you. Ooh, teaching them how to bake. You'll be all right, Amjad. I mean, this is the thing. When I first started doing live streams, if you look back at my very first ever baking live, I were you know what I mean, and I was nervous as hell. But the more you know, but yeah, it's the thing is we've got a radiator over here and one over there because it's like a big through room, and it soon warms it up. So, and it were going a bit, yeah. It doesn't take long for it to warm up, put it that way. But there you go. But yeah, I don't know whether it's because we've had a new boiler because they fitted a new boiler a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, they took old one to the museum. It was that old. It were a glowworm. How old are they? Don't even know we've got this one. Yeah, exactly, Gaffer. And you're sort of sitting there thinking, you know, am I being a burden to people? Would people be better off without me? And I mean, I don't get me wrong, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to do anything. But it's them thought patterns in your head. Uh, you'll smash it, Amjad. But it's some as I say, it just come out of nowhere. I don't know what sparked it off. I don't know. It could be weather. I don't know. But people think you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. But no, it's what's going on up here. That's the thing. Listen to Alan. Who's Alan Watts? Heard of him. So, but you know, I know. There's more people out there that suffer, same as what I do. But yeah, If you know me by now. I don't sit here feeling sorry for myself. And I mean, like in afternoon, I said to Chris, oh, I don't know whether I want to go live on Wednesday. I don't, I just feel like you feel like you want to go to bed and just go to sleep, and hoping that when you get up, you feel in a better mood. Thank you, bro. But yeah, you know what I mean. No way. I did. That's the thing. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. It's just, yeah. But this is what I'm saying, Gaffer. I don't want people to, I don't want people feeling sorry for me, because I know there's not just me. But it's, it's. I just thought it might be appropriate to explain to people how I've been feeling. You know what I mean? I can't. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Elton, darling, are you?
Ah, got it now. Your nose, bro. Yeah, I'll have a look at it a bit later on. Yeah, yeah, and I know exactly what you're saying, Gaffer. And I've made a lot of good friends on here, and oh dear, I have got a lot of good friends. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, anyway, we're not sort of, yeah. We'll change the subject and carry on regardless. Um, at least rain stopped anyway. That's the main thing. But this weather don't help, does it? Yeah, yeah, that's true, Amjad. Very, very, very true. But anyway, yeah, we can't. Hiya, Jennifer. How are you? It's only 2 weeks nearly to Christmas. But yeah, I still ain't got everything. But it's like budgeting, isn't it, for what you can afford and what you can't afford. So, but that's it. You just want to curl up in a ball, Amjad, and not. Hey, that's a thing. Now you come to mention it, bro. I saw a trailer last night, and they've done a film of Bob Marley's life, and it's coming out on Valentine's Day, February 14th. It looks good. It looks good. Like how where it, come from nothing and rose to fame, and um didn't they try assassinate him or something? Him and his family. But anyway, it was sort of showing you snippets of it, and it looks really good. Yeah, I think it comes out on Valentine's Day, February 14th. But it were like just a trailer to show you, like, it's the true story of Bob Marley's life. So, I mean, and I'm not usually one for like true stories. I mean, like there's one going round about Cary Grant now. No, definitely not. But when I saw a trailer for that last night, I thought, oh, that looks good. So, you heard it here first. Interesting by the looks of things. What are you doing, Chase? Just sat there staring into space. Anyway. But anyway, oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. I ain't got Chrissy to remind me. I was just about to say a pinned link, Brian. Yeah. See, this is sort of, going to the stage where, because of my age, I'm going a bit senile. I can't pin it until somebody comments because it's got great big bloody love art things in way. What did they put that there for? Because it don't actually show you that anybody's, clicked on it, or I don't know. But yeah, it's more of a bother than anything because it's great chuffing love art. I mean, when they first started with it, were only on mobiles, but now they've started putting it. Not much, Tommy. With it being that rum infused, dark rum and brown butter spiced minced meat, we tend to have got a kick to it. In fact, I had a piece just before I went live. Honestly. And it's the easiest thing to make. Honestly. There's sort of no mixing with a mixer. It's just you make like the pastry with your hands, butter, flour, and then you add your sugar and that's it. I wouldn't say laughing, Amjad, but yeah, you know what I mean? This is the thing, Amjad. You can't, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say you were laughing. Ooh, were you born in Middlesex? Ooh. Anyway, same as I say, it looks really nice. It looks good, sorry. But and that mincemeat slice, yeah. You put your half a mixture in bottom and compress it down to make like a shortcake. But when you bite into it, it's like a crumbly shortbread. And then the top bit is like a bit like a, like when you make an apple crumble. It's that sort of thing. But then you just dollop mincemeat and whatever you're pouring inside it, and that's it. Voila. It's peasy. These are the things we're making next week. I'm making mincemeat cookies, and I'm going to use some more of that mincemeat. But you see, from start to finish, it only takes about 30 minutes. And we're on about, these are other things that we're making. Hot chocolate cupcake. But me and Tracy have been talking. And you're supposed to make a marshmallow buttercream. But it's so much faffing about with thermometer and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we want to simplify it. So we're just going to make like an ordinary buttercream. So yeah, so we're sort of simplifying it a little bit. It were, I mean, nobody were more surprised than me, Amjad. I would have thought she'd have messaged me, and yeah, but she didn't. She just turned up, and that were it. Yeah, I mean, we have talked about it several times, and she said, "Oh, well, you know, I'll see how I feel, and you know, what do I do?" And all. And I've sort of sat there and tried to explain to her, you know, I often pin link, and all you've got to do is just click on that, and it'll bring you through. And yeah, but I'm not getting paid 50p a minute, Tommy. So yeah, yeah, long time. I just thought I'd give you a preview, Tommy, of what's coming next Tuesday. Do you want to know what's coming week after that? Hi, Bill. Hi, Tony. So, yeah, there you go. That's what we're making the Christmas week. Chocolate Christmas tray bake. And I'm going to make gingerbread men myself. Are you back from St. Lucia yet, Bill? So there you go, Tommy. That's your 50p's worth. You know, any more, and you're gonna have to, you know, carry on paying. Oh, you're back home then. The thing is, Bill, I got an all over tan. That's the question. You got an all over tan, or you got some white bits? So yeah, them recipes I've shown you takes us right up to Christmas week. Now, day after Christmas Day, obviously, is Boxing Day, so I haven't made any plans yet. As I'm still, you know, am I still baking on Boxing Day? I don't know yet. So yeah, hey, show me your white bits, or you're all over tan.
You want to see my personals? Well, okay, if you say so. Take a second.
Tommy says you're putting me off with off Mr. Kate with all over tan talk. But he's been in St. Lucia, Tommy. You know what I mean?
How you doing, Jeanette?
Yeah, I'm all right to you, Tony.
Cold. Still cold here. Still cold.
I've just turned our eating off, actually.
Yeah.
Bill don't need any eating.
What is in America?
When I'm back in Texas now. It's
last week. You were in St. Lucia.
Oh, right. No, I've been there. Is that in the Caribbean?
It's 66. That's kind of cool.
That's
nice runaround weather.
Where is St. Lucia anyway? Is it Canary?
It's over by Venezuela, about, I don't know, a couple 300 miles off the coast.
Now is it down a bit?
It's it's considered the West Indies.
That's him.
Oh.
I thought it was in the Caribbean.
I was going to say, is it like more Caribbean? But
yeah, I thought it was.
I didn't like people to think I was thick.
Yeah, it's down in the Caribbean.
Yeah, very nice down there.
Put it this way. It was bloody sunny.
It was 86 degrees every single day, and at night it was 83 degrees every day.
It was warmer than where we're here. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I tell you, Tommy,
It's
St. Lucia is magnificent. It's so much fun you can't stand it. But I've got definitely a favorite picture of St. Lucia that if anything describes just who I am, this is it.
It's 2 degrees here.
But that would be bad if it was Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
You'd be freezing your personals off.
Wouldn't be very good for it that way.
Look at your face, like, it's 2 degrees here.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Anything's got to be better than 2 degrees, hasn't it?
It's freezing. We had snow, didn't we, last week? Well, we had snow.
This is the thing. There's no wonder everybody is coming down with bugs and whatever because they don't know what it's doing.
We had proper snow. No, like when Tico went to the Tesco Express and he said it was snowing.
Yeah.
We actually had snow the day after.
It's me hanging with the guys at the resort.
Oh, Tommy says, is it dangerous outside resorts?
No, not really. We go free range when we go there because we always go to Sandals.
Oh, yeah. Sandals, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's super nice. And, it costs a small fortune, but it's worth it.
Yeah, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for being
you've had a shave and all, haven't you, Tony? You don't think I noticed these things, you see.
Yeah, Tommy's asking how dangerous it is. Now, I'll tell you, it's like we jump on. Now, we do it during the day. We don't do it at night. But we jump on the little resort bus that goes. There's 3 different Sandals there. But the one in the middle is right next to the road. So you can get out. And we go to the road. We take the local bus. And we just go free range. And I've never had a problem.
Tony's dropped off. But I mean, it looked nice when you come on last week. But yeah, I mean, there's no wonder we've got all these bugs because last week we got like potential disruption due to snow and ice, and now we've got flood warnings. That's how it's changed from one week to the next.
Yeah, Tommy, if you went to St. Lucia and just got your basic hotel, not a resort, nothing like that, you do just fine. And the first thing you discover is your money is valuable there. Like if you switch over from pounds to EC, you'll get about 3 to 1. You'll get 3 EC for £1.
What's EC?
Eastern Caribbean dollar.
All right. So a pound is worth three Caribbean dollars.
Well, give or take. An American dollar is pinned at 2.7, which means it's always 2.7. But now if you go to buy, say if you go to the tourist destinations, of course they're going to say, "Ooh, look, tourist," and they're going to kill you. But if you go native and go into the cities, then like you buy the regular, the bottles of Coke, which will cost you almost $2 at any convenience store, or at least $2 in most of them. You go there and they'll charge you $2.75 EC. And you think about it, it's like, that's 99 cents,
Yeah. Hiya, Andy. How are you?
7.55. I take that. He's talking about Thursday morning.
Cloudy morning. That's Thursday morning, by the way.
Yeah,
it's in Australia, so
it's one day ahead of us.
Private morning in Adelaide.
Oh, you want to see something really cool? This is my very, very favorite time of year because I've got a big tree in the backyard. And if you look, I don't know if you can see the color.
No, not really.
Okay. The whole hallway turns like pinkish red from the reflection of the sun off the leaves.
Oh.
And that's the kitchen. Well, that's a corner of the kitchen anyway. And it just turns the whole kitchen like red with the color of the sun coming off the leaves. And it's like, I love that time of year.
Are you all set for Christmas then, Bill, or?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Kind of.
That's no answer. Kind of.
Yeah, but there's always one more present to buy.
I haven't started shopping yet because we're shopping.
I know since he won't see it, I decided my
I've
kid's
got
getting.
4 more to get. 4.
Right, I'm started Johnny Farm, to be honest with you.
I've told all adults to naff off this year, so that's big savings.
Half off.
Well, my kids are nearly 30-year-old. You can balls if you think I'm getting
Rubbish.
That's what my son's getting, and that's going to make his day.
Oh,
Oh, you're getting
well,
one of your
I've got
drinks.
about 4 of them somewhere.
My oldest is 27.
Yeah, young whippersnapper Johnny 5.
Oh yeah, I think the massive grey beard's a bit of a giveaway.
That's a great bit.
I noticed straight away Tony had shaved his.
I had a child that nearly.
I can't call out actually because dog bit me when I was young, and then down here where this thing is, the thing I felt for almost about 10, 11 tooth came through.
Because what my beard's like, if I wash it, condition it, and don't touch it, it hasn't been brushed.
He says, "What's that? A pedal? It's a drone, Tommy."
Oh,
Yeah, it's the Holy Stone 720, which is a pretty good little drone.
yeah.
They'll be on the way back now, Chris and Callum. They've lost 2-0, which is a good
Right,
result
Tommy.
considering Chris expected about 7-8-0.
Yeah.
There were a crash on motorway, and the entire Armley and Leeds area was completely gridlocked tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at it on bright side. Nottingham Forest not lost 5-0 to Fulham. So
When you're
yeah,
near Crown Point, which is 5 minutes from Armley, and you sat nav saying 35 minutes, that's like going to Doncaster.
so what? Had there been a crash a bad crash?
I was stuck that long and nearly run out of fuel, so I got away from that area, back towards my area, filled up, sat a while with sat nav until it said about 20 minutes, then we set off back again. So I didn't get to the party till, well, the party was 5 till 7. We can get there, well, 10 past 6.
Is that early Christmas party?
You can tell.
No, me mum fosters children, and the last child called Luke. He's 17 today. So it was his party. He lives
I
at like
mean,
one family.
you couldn't help it, Johnny. I mean, it was just the situation that, with traffic. You know what I mean? You can't
It got that bad. I just thought I'll just head out the other way, away from it all. But then I got stuck again. The amount of people that just fucking pulled out, went on the opposite side of the road and went straight up, that really pissed me off.
That's the worst thing about it, Johnny. Folks just think, "Oh, sod this," and then they just pull out of nowhere.
Then the icing on the cake, the fuel light come on.
I've got all that to come, Jeanette, when I've passed my test, all that business to come, yeah.
I don't have to worry about running my tank a bit low because it's a brand new tank. So brand new.
But that's the thing.
I should know I fitted it.
They sit there and then they'll think, "Oh, sod this, I'm going other way."
Yeah.
But they don't think that it's disrupting other people when they just pull out of nowhere.
You know, when you got some nice dairy married wifey kind of thing trying to tell you you've gone the wrong direction, it's like,
Well, put it this way, Chris calls me the worst backseat passenger ever.
I should have said, "All right, Hyacinth, can you?"
Hyacinth. That used to clap me up, that series. It used to clap me up.
I figured the crashes would end there once I got out of there and stopped driving.
No.
Everybody was on the wrong side of the street. It was messing me up.
I've informed Luke's home that I will be arriving Christmas Eve. Just to Santa.
This is the thing. Driving decorum goes out at window.
Well,
in
Well, on Christmas Eve, they better let me through. Because I'll be just ask Santa. I put window down and say, "Excuse me."
Places to be, things to do.
oh my, should have told me that last week and I only just started driving again.
I've got a child I need to get to hospital. I've got tonsillitis.
When you're pulling into traffic, I always love it. Just to play with my wife, I'll always, just as I cut in front of somebody and floor it, I'll say, "Excuse me while I whip this out."
But yeah, Chris says I'm the
Well, I
worst.
do a Yorkshire version. I go, now they're taking a piss.
We pull up to a junction and I see a car coming toward, coming thing. I'll say, don't pull out. It's about half a mile up road.
I say to Trey, I say it all the time, you don't need to see, I need to see. Sit back.
Yeah, I'm worst passenger.
But Tracy always wears a bloody cap. Something like that. Looking around it.
But I think what sort of exacerbated it when I were expecting Callum, that woman pulled out in front of us and we went through a wall, you see. So that sort of made me even more nervous. I weren't nervous until that happened. So...
I've had a lot of near misses, but I keep my eye out because there's some really tip drivers. I've never actually been in an accident, though.
That's good.
Really? Never?
Never.
Oh, it's fun when the car goes upside down.
No.
This is instilling
I keep a good distance
Tony.
between people and
going driving lessons. Hi, Dr. Smith.
I remember being 17 years old and bringing home a slightly destroyed car. It was a little destroyed.
Especially if you're going through Bradford, because you know damn well who you're going to run into what we insured.
Yeah, I got a lecture, a half-hour lecture on how my mom had gone all those years and never had an accident, and then you know what happened a week later?
An accident.
She wrecked her car.
But
I told her, well, we're even now, but I've had twice as long to practice. She's had twice as long to practice.
first
Now,
time
Bill,
I've
Bill, if you talk about my motorcycle life,
and
it was an hour.
it's sort of, it's affected. I'm nervous anyway, but that sort of,
Did you not want, when you were younger, learn to drive yourself?
me, no.
No, never
Well,
thought.
I've got a bike license. When it comes to bikes, I've fallen off a few bikes.
I'd have to be, spaced out on Xanax or something. I'm that nervous, Tony.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go off at cul-de-sac.
Jeanette, if you were in the islands driving around with those bus drivers, you'd just go out, you'd sit in the back seat and cry.
Nice, Scotty.
They're terrifying.
Got here a long time no see, mate.
It's just I'm so nervous.
I thought of what I could do that. I could get in the car and drive.
Have you started your lessons again then, Tony?
Yeah, started last week, second one tomorrow.
Wee, well done.
But
Gotta do it this time.
we're talking about Rex and
I got in my instructor's car.
it's
Monday after an hour of driving. She went, "How long have you been driving for?"
taking driving lessons.
Yeah.
She knew damn well I knew how to drive.
I mean, I've talked about it, Tony, but that's all I've ever done about it. Because
I had 11 lessons, Tony, and then took my test.
Well, that's good. Take me
No,
more.
it's because I knew how to drive anyway.
So, Jeanette, you don't drive at all?
me, no.
Only Chris
Never?
up the wall. Only Chris up the wall.
But we've talked about it, and same as Chris said. Well, think of it this way, like when we go on holiday,
Yeah.
we're driving about 4 hours. He's got to do it all.
Yeah.
Whereas if I
If
could drive,
you could do it, you could split the driving up, couldn't you?
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But talking's the only thing I've done about it. I've never sent for my license. I've never.
So you've been driving all your life. You've just been doing it from the other seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Well, when I used to drive, Bill, there weren't so many cameras around.
Big cameras. And stuff.
Yeah. I remember being a kid when
I had free cars.
if you
before
got
I
a
took
ticket,
my
you knew it.
license. Tony, I'd had free cars before I took my driving test.
Yeah. See, when I was learning years and years ago, Johnny Fat, when I was learning, there were no such thing as theory tests. It came in later on. You know what I mean? It was like,
Oh, yeah, the free bit didn't come in
just
all
took
that.
your exam test, and when my mum passed at 40, you just took the exam test, and then you got answered questions off the examiner. This, and this, and that was it. But now you've got to do both now.
Well, apparently you can't take your actual physical driving test
No,
until
until
you
you
pass
took your
theory.
practical.
You passed the
That's
yeah.
what I've got less. I've got
You know the guy who passed me mum's test?
Theory test
to get down that.
before you can actually take your actual driving test.
And once you
Yeah.
pass that, you've got to
You know
use
the driver instructor said to me mum when she passed me mum, he says, Your driving is excellent, but your use of the highway code is appalling. But I'm just going to pass you anyway.
You know, a little side note: in the Texas, the state I live in, I'm a certified driving instructor.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what you need to do to be a certified driving instructor in Texas?
Just how long
You need to
been
fill out a
driving.
thing that says you've never been arrested as a child molester, you've never been arrested for drunk driving, you've never been arrested for what was the other one? Domestic violence, and you need to have $20 in your pocket.
Yeah.
And you're an instant driving instructor. I got it so that I could teach my kid how to drive and legally let him drive while I was in the passenger seat.
In the States, Bill, don't you start learning to drive at 16 and then pass at 17? 'Cause it's different.
15 and 16.
Oh, right, so it's different in the States compared to us over here.
Giving Christine the keys to a car. How do you think I got to that?
Or in Jeanette's case, what are you, Jeanette? 29?
Yeah.
Christine at the party kicks one of the little girls.
They'll put it that way.
They saw the other side of Christine tonight at that party. She kicked one of the little girls, and the staff signed to her, "Don't do that." And she.
Hey, a couple more weeks, and I turn 29 again.
Yeah.
I'm good at turning 29. I've done it a few times.
I've felt it today. I was saying right at the very beginning.
I won't hear them. What's
that? I don't know. I keep saying you're not that age. You keep saying
days where I just sat crying for no reason. I don't know. Don't know. It's nothing triggered it or anything.
Yeah.
See, now if you could drive, you could go get some donuts and you'd feel better.
Well, sod that. I can make donuts.
You can make them.
But they taste better when somebody else makes them.
But yeah.
Well, normally when I get that depressed, it involves that and a little pile of bills.
Yeah, I just one of them days I just wanted to go to bed. Shut myself away, and you know what I mean. Because I said to Chris this afternoon, we're going out at football. I'm going to be here on my own.
Yeah.
I said to him, I might not go live. I might cancel.
Yeah.
And he says, well, best thing for you, he says, is to go live. You've got some good friends around you.
Yeah.
You know, and they were right. He cheered me up no end.
Well, I've said this a long time ago, Judy. Age is just a number. End of the day, it's just life experience. You've got more life experience than somebody who is younger than yourself. That's all it means. I mean, the instructor
for an 89-year-old.
He's only a few years older than me, and he's a driving instructor.
Yeah, Tony. If you go for it, you too could have a pink girly license.
Yeah. It might be a different course.
That's the thing, John. Why are you all driving license?
Yeah, I've got. It's changed. When my mum passed, it worked like that colour. It's changed colour again.
You know what I mean? Why are they pink?
Yeah.
We see it one time.
Oh, the green one's the learner one, isn't it? So.
Yeah, because I've got that.
One time you used to have like a paper counterpart to that.
Yeah.
As well.
That's what
they don't do that now.
Well,
I've got the paper.
I've still got that and my drop leaf.
But yeah, it used to be like a paper.
Yeah, and then when they renewed it about 2 years ago, just give you thing back.
Hi, Gary. I don't think they do that now.
No, they stopped doing it. But yeah, when you passed, obviously you got to send in your theory pass.
There's mine.
That's got pass certificate to get your pink license.
There's a paper bit.
They don't. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yo, Gary.
They don't do them anymore, do they?
Nice to see, mate. Yeah, so
they updated my picture. I've got another one.
I phoned them up about that because when I got it from the post, when I renewed it 2 years ago, I said, "Where's the? Oh, we stopped doing the paper things."
They've
been
doing them quite a while now, Tony.
Yeah.
You'd have to stick a massive beard on mine. I look nothing like my passport photograph now.
Showing your age there, Tommy. He says for years we had a paper license with no Yeah, it's showing his age.
You know something, Tommy? My mum went for years and years, and when I passed my test and got the plastic one, she went, "Am I supposed to need one of them?" I said, "Jesus Christ, Mum!"
Yeah, and it tells on the last one, Johnny Fell, on the back of it, because it tells you the colours and stuff, which ones you can drive. They've had on it.
The what?
The key every time I kick like this time of the new year.
You know that paper bit that Johnny was showing you.
Yeah.
That used to be, the class of vehicle and what you were able to.
Yeah, my dad had one originally.
Well, this one shows the bike license, and then I can drive a van.
You do a bike as well, do you? You got a bike license as well.
I got my bike license before. When my mum paid for us all to take his tests. Well, like a tit, I took my bike license and spent more time on floor than I did on bike.
Right, but you passed it, I take it.
Bill, I didn't like leaning, and that's kind of a fucking necessity on a motorbike. I ended up with a lowrider stretch bike because I'm tall, and it just used to kill my hip riding a normal bike.
Well, on mine, when I
had 1100 lowrider, and I crashed it and bent up front forks. I gave up then. Took me driving test.
I want to say, and then he decided to switch onto 4 wheels instead.
But it's safer, isn't it, on 4 wheels than 2?
It's just sitting back and stereo and relaxing and some heat. Just as a laugh, I checked my car to see if it's ULEZ compliant, and it is. That's mad, isn't it? Not that I won't pay it anyway, but just interesting.
Gordo's in, he says, "Hiya, Jerry, how are you? £7.50 to see Father Christmas. Waited in the queue for ages for a 1-minute meeting and a proper rubbish toy. What a rip-off. I'm fuming. So glad I never took the kids." No idea, Gary, who went in last night either.
I'm $3.50 and you get a packet of Haribo.
Cheap at half the price, Johnny.
Well, when I was young, we used to go to me.
You get pie and peas.
Proper Yorkshire thing.
Sit on Santa's Day and a pie and peas.
Oh, I had a bad day just a little while ago. I've been working on this little red mini bike for a little while now, for about a week, and I went to size up the motor to see what kind of bolts I would need, and I put the motor in the frame. It touches the back tire. It doesn't fit. It's too big for the mini bike.
You're gonna stretch it a bit. I'll get a smaller engine.
Well, I've got half a dozen engines, half a dozen new engines sitting here, but I wanted to use the biggest one I had in this little motor mini bike frame because I figured I'd make a little Widowmaker. Something that was going to kill its owner.
Yeah,
but it didn't fit, so I have to go with a little engine.
The blue one finished now, then, Bill.
Sorry,
the blue one that you were doing.
The blue one's my favorite toy. Yeah, that's done and done. I'm making a little red one now. It was going to be a man eater.
Gordo, that's shite.
Yeah.
Nice orange.
Hey, well, they've got a new manager now, Gordo, and they've only lost 2-0 to Liverpool. Which
I'm going to come on with my lead scarf, but he's not even here.
Thrashed.
Do you know, I'm going to wrap my lead scarf in. I found it in drawer. I'm going to put it on to come on here. He's not even here anyway.
They've gone down to March because it
it'd have been a bit pointless, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
In fact,
that was it when I bought it.
Oh, that's a dinky engine, isn't it?
Well, that's a little 3-horse. But yeah, the thing looked like it had been road hard and put away wet.
How are you?
Yeah,
but I spent all that time working on it thinking, yeah, this thing's going to be a monster. Paint it fire truck red and put the biggest engine I could fit in it. And the biggest engine touched the frame on the top and touched the tire in the back.
He thinks he's building a monster truck.
I was trying to.
But engine let you down.
It's just not going to fit. It's just too much work.
Voiced me. I just need to make a frame for it to go on. Brand new and all. Still in box. With big cable lift up and it's all.
Gordo says, "Is that a monkey bike?"
Yeah, well, that's what they call them here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been searching for the right project. Wait,
That's the only thing.
let me share this real quick.
It says, Bill, check out Matty T. He just put an electric.
Check out
drive
whose
into a
titties?
quad.
That sounds a better option, Bill.
That I found this. I just found the picture and said that's what I want to make.
Yeah, that's nice.
Said that is, it's just something about it. It's just so cool. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I like that.
Not a very.
No, I
big-
can't find that engine. That engine's been made for
in
50 years.
Is there?
Where the frig do you put your legs?
I was going to say. Not a very
I
big
can see
seat.
the pedals at the end. Is that a crotch protector?
Yeah, no, this is a racer. You bend your knees, and the pad really is so that if you slide forward, you don't start singing in a whole new note.
See, there's the petrol tank between your legs. Look.
Yeah, you bend your knees to go to the pedals, so you basically sit in the hole because this is a racer.
I'll be all right in that, Bill. I have to bend my knees to get in bath.
But yeah, I think a modified version of that will be my next project.
I never have the option of legs, full legs in water. It has to be knees up.
Yeah, I saw this picture and I went, "Oh, I am so in love with this. I can't stand it." It's called it's a 1961, and you can see a 1961 Blitz F1000.
Yeah,
Gary says someone stole the CD player.
But yeah, I saw this and it's like, yeah, that's what I want to build. That's what I want for myself.
it's very
And like
basic,
everything,
but very cool at the same time, isn't it?
you build it, you get it perfect, and then you get bored with it. I put the blue mini bike that I worked on for 3 weeks. I put it up for sale.
Stand it up at wall sideways. Uh-huh.
It's all right to remove that now, Bill.
Well, I was going to say you're in control of that, not me.
She's too soft to use a mute button, though. The amount of times we've spoke later on, she's got on my fucking tits tonight. It was a long time ago. She went,
Hey,
"Oh, just can't mute."
Johnny, you're a manager. You can do what I can do.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. Woohoo! Where am I? Yeah, I forgot about that actually. I'm not properly all the time.
Yeah, on StreamYards.
The guys I showed you that I took a picture with in St. Lucia.
Can you remember when I asked you for your email address, and that was to make you a manager?
So are you managing?
No. Oh yeah, I'm in it now. Ooh.
Yeah, I always take pictures of machines that I really, really, really like that I want to make, and that's the next project.
I fitted a carpet for the first time yesterday. Well, yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. My knees are gone. First time ever. It looks professionally fitted. Did a good job. I watched 2 YouTube videos, so I'm an expert.
Got me better than that. The Tracy's brother fitted.
Oh, it was dangerous. If I had to come down those stairs, especially holding Callie at the same time, right in a minute. The carpet.
Bad part about that motor not fitting was I got 3 of them thinking it would. I was getting 2 for a go-kart and 1 for it.
Have you been using Sandblaster then as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you kidding me? I want to sandblast breakfast. I'm having so much fun with that.
I messaged Hazy a couple of times while I was doing it.
I did. He said last night because he come on panel, and he says he's been bombarding me with photographs.
Well, I've never done it.
I might have done it once today.
Gordo says, I'm just waiting to hear the dates for the Sainsbury's staff. After all, I've been using their self-service all year.
That's nice.
And even even on the close-ups. Look at that.
And the first time you've done that?
It's like it's been fitted by a professional, Johnny.
Even put the safety gate back on. And then the hardest bit of a step is to do is, as he said it as well, is a bull nose, the end of your step, because it has a curve on it.
It's got like a lip on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, look at that, spot on. And from another angle, right around the curve properly and everything. And that involves doing loads of tiny cuts to get it to go around in that shape. And then
Tommy says, are they horizontal shaft motors?
Yes. Yeah, there's 7 horse horizontals. The shaft goes this way.
Oh.
See, what Gola's on about self-service. I don't like them self-service tills you get in shops.
I don't use them. I refuse to use them.
I'm not joining.
There's some self. I said I'm not going to self-service. It's taking jobs from people, and I don't like a camera staring in my fucking face while I'm buying something.
I go to see
I said to them, also, what do you do with them afterwards? They said, we destroy them at end of each day. It's just in case of shoplift. I said, bollocks.
According to Chris, you know what our Asda are, because they've had that many problems with people shoplifting. They put I don't know exactly what it means. They put like a barrier.
Yeah.
So they put like a barrier on. So I mean, I don't know exactly what it means, but
I shop at the local shops now. I mean, I'd rather support them than these big supermarkets, even if you're paying a little bit more. Yeah.
But apparently they've had a lot of problems with
I
shoplifting.
won't shop at Morrison's and I won't shop at Asda. Also, the Tretters like shit when not lockdown were on. Fucking queuing for 3/4 of an hour just to get in. I walked towards Morrison's. He went, "Can you get to back at queue?" I said, "Where is it?" He went, "Up there." Fucking zigzagging across car parks. You can get lost. I went, "Well, if you want some food, you'll have to." I said, "I'll tell you something, mate. You won't see me in here again, you little prick."
Told them off.
Key security guards thought they were it when fucking COVID
I
Thought they
know.
were police.
Gordo, I almost saw a full
They got the next step, you know, that when they got 4 stars like they do at McDonald's.
We're not always good to them people at McDonald's. When it's staff, it says I've got.
Well, I've been promoted. I stole the fries now. I'm the one who tells you the ice cream machine ain't working.
Got the McFlurry in McDonald's.
The Mc never working.
Yeah.
We don't use McDonald's either.
Yeah, we got it back today, Gary. Got car back today. I think they rung about 12 o'clock. Might be just.
Oh, yeah, I thought the MLT was tomorrow.
No, Chris had to take it Tuesday. What were day on now? When Wednesday, yeah. He dropped it off yesterday morning, and then about 4 o'clock we got a phone call, and he says, "I'm just ringing to tell you we need to keep it overnight because it failed MOT."
How would it fail on? Brakes.
Something to do with washers. You know, windscreen wash thing that squirts.
Oh yeah, wash your wipers. Yeah.
I don't know if you did a new motor or it were clogged or whatever it were, but it was that and something to do with something about wheel trim. I don't know. But they says, "Oh, you know, I just thought we just thought we'd keep you updated." I mean, it's only a 2019. It's only 4 years old.
That's ridiculous. Mine's 22-year-old and that's no advisors.
Anyway, so this says
I do all my own maintenance stuff.
As soon as it's ready, we'll give you a ring. And I think it was about 11:45 they rang. And they says
my car only goes to garage for its MOT.
Yeah, there's somebody around our ways like that. He drives everywhere, even up to something local up the road. Doesn't walk anywhere. And then he said to me once,
"You see, this is the thing, Tony. The MOT actually runs out tomorrow."
Yeah.
Now, normally they'd come and collect.
They give you a week from it failing, though, to re-thing it before you get free refund.
Normally they'll come and collect it.
Yeah.
And then they drop it back off when it's finished. So when we were looking at diary to book it in, he says the earliest date I can book it in, if you want it collecting and dropping back off, is the 12th.
Yeah.
So I says to him, I says, well, that's defeating object a bit because MOT runs out on 7th. So we were going to be 5 days without a car because Chris won't drive it because obviously it's illegal to drive it on roads without an MOT. So he says, well, we can get you in on 5th, but you're going to have to drop it off and collect it. So that's what he's had to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got it back.
So, like Gary's talking about, I'll tell you something, when I pass my test and I've got a car, all this walking I've been doing for donkey's years, I'll be going, I'll be doing the first time I get a car, I'll be like walking, and thinking, why am I bloody walking up there for? I get a bloody car and get up there now. I've
spent about £1,500 on mine now.
What's that, spending?
Well, it might be a bit more than that now. What do you think? I do all my own work on mine, Tony.
Yeah. That's another thing I'm going to say.
You know what I mean? I mean, our closest shop is Asda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't got any shops. Within walking distance, we've got Premier shops, but yeah, the
is that a fair distance away, Jeanette, from where you are?
Thing in the Wallet is a Premier shop.
Is that a fair distance from where you are? These shops you're talking about, these shops.
The Premier shops, they're not all that far.
Right.
I mean, Chris and Callum, when they took Biscuit for a walk yesterday afternoon, they called in at shop. I forget where he'd forgot now anyway. So he says, when I take Biscuit, he says, we'll head that way down. He says, and I'll get it from Premier. I mean, as a rule, they don't like shopping at them Premier shops.
Yeah.
Because they're way, way too overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, she's had new clutch, new tank and pump, mat sensor, throttle body sensor, gaskets, new plugs and oil filter. I do it every 5,000 miles. New brake lines front to back, welding to chassis, and fully undersealed.
Oh, I know it's in the future for me, but I was looking at the old cars, what Johnny Farm's talking about, the ones what.
Yeah, a little Toyota RAV4, the 3-door one, the smaller one. Fantastic little car.
Yeah. But then again, when you get an older one, you know it's past its MOT, you've got to keep forking out to get the purge, don't you? Because it's not new anymore, is it?
No. As long as it's got a good service history, Toyota's run forever. Only thing that gets a Toyota is rust. Just have a look in the arches and underneath. If that looks all right, everything else is easy enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want something really small and you don't have to pay tax on it, get the little Yaris.
Yeah.
The little Toyota Yaris. They're cheap as well. Good little car, really.
Tommy says, I heard there's an old saying, Dave, take care of
you don't pay tax on those, Tony, those little Yaris.
That was a t-shirt. I'd buy it for Johnny.
Cheeky git.
I'm sorry. I think a few brain cells died when Johnny said that Yaris is a good car.
No, for money. They charge you for everything around here, Bill.
Yeah, that's true.
The tax, mine's £330 a year just for car tax.
Yeah.
But here they charge by how much it's worth.
Compliant. How'd you get that one? It's a 2-litre petrol, but ULEZ compliant. I checked it the other day for a laugh. I wouldn't have paid it even if it wasn't. But little RAV4, you'd be all right. You got a spare wheel up back, Tony? Can't run?
Yeah, I've seen them.
You don't want something too complex, Tony. You just want a little runabout.
You want an older car because they're easier to maintain as well. The newer cars, fucking hell. You've only got to have a bloody sensor not right on one of them and it won't work.
Right now.
I think it depends on who's had them before when you buy one. How well
that's what,
stuff.
You always do an MOT check.
Yeah.
What's the one I use called? Vehicle Smart. It's a free. It checks it for free.
Right.
You can have the in-depth thing for like if it's got any outstanding finance stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get the MOT history, the mileage.
I know it's about that.
That's exactly what I mean, Tommy. I wouldn't anyway.
It's ultra.
Ultra low emission zone. In other words, a
Oh,
swing
yeah,
draft.
that's it.
They made £5.3 million in 1 week of extending
Ultra
that
low
thing around London.
emissions, yeah.
Extending it
Whereas
to around
round
London.
here,
It'll be 1 week.
we've got just like the
Oh,
because Chris is coming.
he missed his daddy.
He's running up and down here now. Are you that excited?
How to do?
But yeah, most new cars nowadays have got low emissions.
Yeah.
We lost what we gave a fight.
I know.
Well, it just come out the fact that
That
a standard petrol car puts less emissions than an electric car.
I don't think I'll be bothered with an electric car, to be honest with you.
Do not get one. They're an absolute piece of shit. When they break down, they're completely knackered. If you bump it, it's completely knackered, and the insurance is through the roof.
I was thinking it, and I thought if you, like eventually, when obviously I've done it a few years, when I go down country and the motorways and stuff, what happens when your car starts cutting out and it wants charging up again? You're knackered.
Tommy says,
Yeah.
thought that was only they're doing it.
They only expanded it
They're
round
doing
to
it in
the tent
certain
and
areas,
everything.
Tony.
Tent and all that now.
Yeah, Sheffield. It's called Clean Air Zone or something
They
here.
extended it another 200 mile in a circle around
But
London, basically.
the ultra low emissions is actually in London. That's the ultra low.
It's been found out anyway for fiddling
I actually quite enjoyed
all
it.
the bullshit he come out with that he said that why they needed to do it. It's all been debunked now. All of it.
It's got a rubbish.
Hey, up here, had your finger in socket.
Elections are in January for London Mayor. He'd be gone then. He'd be gone then.
Callum say.
Move it onto your face. One I did.
That's the look of somebody's team that didn't win by the looks of it.
No, they didn't win, Johnny. They lost 2-0, but we're talking about Liverpool here. And
Oh, they are a
they
good
were,
team.
you know, under.
94th minute, our player had got ball. One of their Liverpool players come round, literally cropped our player, took ball off, crossed it, and somebody scored. And referee didn't even give a fucking free kick for it.
No,
Now we found out how to wind his springs up.
They won't wear a Wolves top.
Who said
You know, I'll be back in a minute.
Gary.
Gary! I used to like you.
It's
By the way, Gary, 2-1, mate.
It's a goalie top. It's a Sheffield United top, but it's the goalie.
By the way, Gary, 2-1, mate.
Yeah.
Lost to Bob at Leeds. Lost at worst Premier League team. He's not even a Wolves fan. Is he not?
No, we thought because it's orange, it were a Wolves top.
Oh.
But no, it's.
Is Kellen going a goatee or something? Because he looks like.
Yeah, he has fits and starts, Tony. He grows it and then he'll shave it all off. And yeah, that is. It's a goalie, one with long sleeves. Hi, partner. How are you?
That's the first second. Then he's sitting there and he's got this thing on his face. And I thought, what's that on his bloody face?
I reckon, Tommy, that they'll roll it out everywhere eventually.
Hi, partner. It's nice to see you, mate.
Because you see, the one that we've got is just like low emission zones or clean air zone or what, I don't know whatever they call it. But there's only certain areas of Sheffield.
Yeah.
You know, on certain roads that you're driving on, this low emissions.
Is that a new thing they've started? Is that a new thing they've
I've
started?
got a lead rhino top. I'll do. Did we win? I don't know.
I don't think this was Premiership, Johnny, not Championship.
No, it don't matter as long as you're in it to win it.
Scotty,
Red
car died after 7. Oh, that's not bad then, Scotty. At least it, had a good outing.
You lost me when you said soccer.
I know it's soccer in there.
What you call soccer, we call football.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but it doesn't make
What
it
you
more
call
interesting.
Football is our rugby.
it doesn't make it anymore.
You know,
Guess what?
shaped ball.
Leeds won their match last week.
I did.
Hey.
Yeah.
Not bothered about championship crap.
I crypto.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
still winning. Which is more than your lot doing.
Neil Forest got thrashed 5-0.
Not cheer me up.
I thought it might.
Now just keep him warm, Chris.
They played
Keep him warm.
Fulham. Yeah, they got thrashed 5-0.
This was my best mate Kev's top. He hasn't been with us for about 10 years now. Well, longer than that. Actually.
Hey, I'm going to make you laugh now, Johnny.
Leeds Rhinos.
I took it. You know that long tunnel that we bought Chase when we had him. I took it. All of a sudden, it started going in it to go to sleep. Well, our Chase come up and he's hey, that's my tunnel, and they were having a bit of spat. Our biscuit sat there and he went as if to say, "Break it up, boys."
Can't get used to. You've got, was it 2 cats?
He didn't snap or anything. He was just went.
Grumpy old man. No, he's a grumpy old man. He wanted to shut up.
But
2
yeah,
cats, mostly.
because me and
He's
Chris,
got to wait till he goes potty in his. He runs through it and tears out the other end.
yeah.
Man City. Oh.
But it was one of these things where, for whatever reason, Tucker's decided that he's going in there. I think it's because it's out of way.
I'm not
And-
pulling
and
the
Chase-
strings, Tim. Tony, I'm not going to pull the strings.
I had something like that yesterday, a plastic thing. When I went dentist, showed me a goblin doing me tooth.
They're for cats, Tony, and they like these tunnels.
Yeah.
But when we had Chase, because he were only a kitten, we thought, well, we'll get him one of these tunnels. And then on other end, it's got like a dangly ball. Yeah. I hope Dot's here.
Hello, how are we doing?
Is that a cat toy or the world's worst T-shirt?
These are my boob extenders. Yo,
You
Richard.
managed to get your glasses back then, Richard?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah, I went to bed early last night. I was absolutely goosed, I were. And I went to bed at 5 to 8. I went to bed and I didn't wake up till 6 this morning. I slept all the way through. I did.
Sound a bit coldy.
I know, I've got a bit of a runny nose. It's because I've been in flipping cold all day. It's been horrendous. Yeah.
That's it. I
Yeah,
mean, we were
it's been
talking
bloody
about
cold
it last
today.
night. There's been such changing weather. There's no wonder there's all these bugs going around. I mean, Tim were on about he'd got an upset stomach, and there's that many things knocking about. And last week we got like snow and ice warning. This week we've got flood warnings.
Still frosty out there, Jeanette. Well, obviously where I am anyway.
Yeah, it's been bloody cold here today. My God.
Yeah, it's one here at the moment.
Absolutely.
When you went out last time, Johnny Fam, and you said it was snowing, the day after you said that, it was actually snowed. Up with snow. Why is this sheet?
We had snow all weekend, but then it just peed it down all day Monday.
And then it learned, yeah.
That got rid of it.
Still saying 2 here.
You bulk. You're not talking to his bulk, Crypto.
Yeah, it was 2 degrees when I got out car about 20 minutes ago. It was 2 degrees.
Oh, the Crypto's on laptop. She says a computer broke. Oh dear.
Oh, you mean desktop computer bloke? I got my new last this time last year. I got my computer. Remember, Jeanette, me telling you got that?
Yeah.
Mine's been Tina customised. Sparkly.
Mine's got three little lights on.
And a few things on the side. Spy camera. I've charged it up and I put it back on the door thing.
Do you put a bottle or opener on it so you know where it is, Johnny?
Oh yeah, there's 2 there. One from York.
Yeah. I've been
One
York for
from-
years.
We got that one when we were up in Scotland.
I'm not been there. That's one place I want to go to, Scotland.
Went to Glasgow to see. Oh, you know.
I'm missing out.
Alex
that,
Belfield.
And I
Where
was
was looking at?
the only person there, and I was last in Scotland.
Yeah, in Scotland. I always wanted to go.
Oh, and drive up there. Wow.
Yeah, no, I
It's
haven't been to
How
Scotland.
long did that take you, 25, driving up to Scotland in the car?
I what?
about. I went to Glasgow about 4.5 hours. I think it was
4.5.
It's about 4.5 from here, Glasgow.
Yeah, I went all up through. Oh, it's amazing up there.
You know, all the Andy Laws and all that.
You want to get out and fucking sword fight and fucking jump on a horse?
That's all right. Have you
Then when
seen
you get into Glasgow, you think I'm gonna get.
Went in middle of nowhere.
As soon as you get in Glasgow, you think, shit, I'm gonna get mugged in a
I'll
minute.
tell you, I know what it's like to be in the middle of nowhere. My God, I've never been in such a desolate place in all my life.
I hope there were no
Yeah,
chance.
same here,
There
I
were
got
no
stuck
chance
in
of
Holbeck
Richard
today.
getting mugged where he went.
No, they
I
were.
got stuck in Holbeck earlier.
I've never been in such a. There were no human life for 17 miles in any direction.
when you went to Scotland?
Which is pretty hard to do in this country.
He drove
It is.
4.5 hours to get there on Monday, and he were back on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
time.
bad. I pulled up at this petrol station. I'm stood there with nozzle in my hand, thinking, "Come on, when are you going to set this pump going?" And there were nobody at the petrol station. This little old chap come across from his house and said, "Well, you're the first person I've seen in about a fortnight." He says, "Nobody comes up here at this time of year." I thought, brilliant.
Did you?
Do you sell petrol cans? Can I have a few full?
Unbelievable. A place called Dal Vinci, it was called. Good
Dal
grief.
Vinci.
Pub Brony open on a weekend, and
That's
Mr.
right,
Brony
yeah.
going Monday to Friday.
I thought, well, it's not so bad. There's a pub and a cafe, and they only open Friday and Saturday. So I were there Monday to Wednesday and Monday to Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Cocked it up, didn't you? Right.
I've been up since actually because I went to a wedding on Isle of Arran about August.
Yeah, that was a cool adventure, wasn't it?
that were different. Obviously,
It was parked right next to the docks on at the ferryport thing.
Gary says, "Did you see any wildebeest? Nobody seen Loch Ness Monster."
Was he?
Yeah.
Turned out to be a whale.
All you could hear at night, I was led in bed, and I'm not kidding, my mind were working overtime. I thought, I kept thinking of these films where there's somebody in a log cabin on their own. in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere,
Films.
and there's a bad
Crypto
accident
says it's
rolling.
coming on but not connecting to the screen. It might be a monitor that's at fault, Crypto, if it's switching on.
Not impossible. But yeah, if it's a VGA or a DVI connector, it's possible the connector
Also-
stuck out.
Also,
If it's
if it has a-
HDMI, they usually work.
also, if it's got a PSI slot, pop it out, restart the computer, and then stick it back in, restart it, and then restart
What
it
the
again.
piece-
with monitor
I mean, you're
plugged back in.
talking to Crypto here, Johnny. I mean,
No, the graphics cards can trip out though.
oh, you got to know
I'm
what
just
to
that's
on first.
That's what
I wouldn't
I
have a
imagined
clue.
when they got this new one.
I mean, I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't have a clue.
I switched it out. Did I remember telling you when I got my computer last year? I switched it out. No, brand new.
It's on board graphics, and then
what's
graphic
right.
cards that you plug in.
No signal or
The
anything.
the problem Chris had when we had that lightning strike,
It'll easily be.
there was a Ethernet wire connected to it, and it just fried it.
Hmm.
Well, usually just burn up the card.
Yeah.
But it's kind of odd that wire would get it only because there's a lot of things between that Ethernet cable and Lightning.
Yeah.
Where it connects to your computer. There's a whole lot of shaking going on there.
Jeanette,
Oh.
there's something spooky just happened, and I didn't realise.
What?
You know this top I'm wearing? Yeah, you know who I just said it would belong to? Kevin, my best friend.
Yeah.
His birthday today. How weird is that? And I've just gone and put his fucking rugby top on. Tracy's cousin, she just come in because she saw me wearing it. She said, "You do notice his birthday today?" No, I didn't, to be honest. You know?
You must have been thinking it subconsciously, Johnny. For you
Oh, I
to
miss him. He was fucking, he'd have built. See what I built out there. He'd have built it all with me. We did all sorts together. Where's my lid gone?
I don't know, it's not long. It won't be chair. Oh, it's there. This way.
Next time I go to Scotland, I'll plan it better.
Got it.
Yeah,
Find it.
when it's better weather rather than doing November.
Side pick chat and I've got no.
Yeah, in summertime, that place that I went to would be great.
Partner
Good
said
to
it
see you,
might
partner.
fried your motherboard.
Oh God.
You know when weather lightning strike, it says it might have fried motherboard.
Yeah, you usually when lightning gets you, it won't get you through the Ethernet cable. It'll get you through the power cable.
Had to replace the motherboard and power supply.
Ooh. I could buy parts for it, I suppose. But...
It's knowing what to get, though, isn't it?
Sometimes you can just get them to reboot by just unplugging stuff and restarting it and plugging it, but just get it to kick itself
For
over.
me, I don't get motherboard. I try fastening hiding board to it.
But if you look at the back and your slots go that way,
No, he knows how to work them and sort of troubleshoot when something's not happening, but the innards of it, he ain't got a clue.
You mean insides? You mean all this stuff what goes inside? Yeah.
my motherboard caught on fire over a week and I'm still alright, fixed it.
I figured out when I couldn't get a display on my screen. I've got
Roger
the
that, my fan had melted, hadn't it?
Yeah.
For about a week, every time I had a computer, I thought, what's that burning smell? Fucking computer. The fan on the processor had just melted to the cooling fan.
But then it started playing up, didn't it, Johnny? And that's when
Yeah,
you were wrong.
It was just going nuts when I was using a lot of power on it. You know, when I had a lot open. I fixed it for £6. I gave it a blowjob and a new fan.
Just for £6, Gary, cheap blowjob, bloody hell.
Yeah. No, that was for fan. The blowjob was free, Richard.
It means he got this compressor and get it a good blowout.
Yeah.
Let me just sort of, yeah.
No kneeling down required.
Yeah. It was like a brand new one afterwards, weren't it, Johnny?
Choose your way.
Right.
Johnny.
The fan doesn't even kick in now. It's quiet as a mouse. Listen, you can't hear it. You can't hear it running.
I thought it
Get in, man, money.
No, we were on about it. You know when he replaced that fan on his yeah, it were all shitted up.
It melted to the actual aluminium cooling fan on top.
Crypto says the screen power is on, but screen goes blue, then says not connected, then goes back in sleep mode.
Yeah.
That's not booting. Yeah. In that case, if it goes blue when you try to boot, now it's either the F8 or F11 or F12, depending on the computer. But try hammering on the F8 when you boot it up, and if nothing happens, shut it down and do the same thing on the F12 and then the F11. On one of them, if you get something on the screen and ask if you want to boot to safe mode, say yes. And
it starts one thing at
in
a time,
safe mode, type in the command RST-RUI and hit enter. And then it'll offer to restore the computer because it could be a driver issue. And then say yes and restore the issue to the day before it happened.
Did you have an update as well recently?
Windows installed.
Well, this is exactly what that would fix.
Yeah.
That would fix an update problem. Because it could have put a bad video driver in.
It's F11 on this one.
But if you like I said, F8, F11, or F12, depending on the
Yeah, it
machine.
starts up a blue screen before any other screen comes on.
Blue screen of death.
Yeah, and that means something's probably gone to hell. But the
Xbox
RSTRUI, it stands for Restore User Interface. RSTRUI.
Yo, Mr. Prime.
I am Mr. Prime. How are you?
I still think Mr. Plan is an Amazon plan. That's what I thought at first, but it's not. It's thing, isn't it? Optimus Plan.
Too expensive. Enough off. $8.99. Taking a mic.
Yeah, but I mean, you think of it this way, John. For years it was $7.99.
I'm not paying £79 a year, Jeanette. I'll have to pay the $7.99 one.
You click on next day delivery, and majority it's tough. You get next day.
You're only joking. Fucking, it's not a bigger switch. It's not a bigger switch as keen as school is. You know, they want money for stuff all bloody time. Paid him a tenner this morning.
Well,
Two tickets for school play, and £5. They're doing it. They're doing a silent disco.
Silent disco.
Silent disco. How's that work?
work.
Kids wear headphones that they get to choose their own music, and then they dance around in a circle.
Oh, that's a new thing.
Keenan's going to put Metallica on, she said.
Crypto says that's over me head, but Dig said he'll look at it when he comes home from work.
Yeah, she's going to play Guns N' Roses and Metallica.
F8, F11, F12. It's on your keyboard.
Never.
Press I know that.
Next, I got it wrong.
If it's out like me, you tell me, and then I'd forget in the next minute.
Well, when my screen went, Jeanette, do you know what it was? It was a bloody cable. I didn't connect up the right cable, and they took the cable out, and they put a different cable in, and the bloody screen came on.
Sometimes just
Yeah, you
actually
could just
the
try that
HDMI
to start
cable
with,
can,
restart computer without it in
on
all.
HDMI where it plugs it back.
Yeah, I plugged in the wrong one, Richard. That's what happened, and then
Hey?
This is HDMI, Richard.
it worked.
We have one at work that we have to sometimes waggle
So
plug
know what the keys are. Well, I didn't know if you did or not, Crypto. Sorry about
That's a very technical wiggling plug.
in.
that.
Very
Anyway,
often, though, it's something as simple as that, you know what I mean?
90% of the time, just do it. It as long as it resets somewhere, because it doesn't detect it, and then it
Yeah,
reconnects.
That's
and
what
it
the
doesn't-
computer's
Windows
doing. It's
always
not
cocks
like
yourself up, don't it, when it says
a TV
can't find drivers.
like wrong input or something.
Mind you,
You've got a colour
yours is an
changing
Apple,
lamp.
isn't it, Richard.
What?
Your computer's an Apple.
Oh God, yeah, I don't do Windows. Windows, if we're letting lights in.
What do you do? Do you do that other one? What's it called? That other well-known operating system.
No, he's on a Mac, so he doesn't have that at all.
Oh, Mac. Oh,
I can't be doing with that switch on and go and have a brew and go and make a slice of toast while the Windows.
I'm glad I ain't got Windows on mine. Mine just like comes up. You put your Google password in, and that's it.
Yours is
Yeah, yours is a tablet.
Richard, do you know what operating system's on this one? Vista.
Is it?
It's still on this.
I still
Not
love it.
Windows.
Yeah.
What?
No, it works spot on. It never worked. It never worked right on any of them.
What Linux? Part
I
of
won't update
Linux.
firewalls. I never had a problem.
It's Linux.
Linux, yeah.
Yeah, Linux.
I don't know. I've never heard on it.
My
Just another operating
Starbucks
system.
is
Now,
online.
You want to hear something funny? You know what Linux stands for? It's actually an acronym. It stands for Linux is not Unix.
Whatever that is.
That's actually what it stands for.
I got that on this one.
Plenty
got
of RAM and a SSD.
Yeah, I've got all manner of
SSD, yeah, I can't.
Mine's an i7.
We switched one at work, and good God, you could practically go chip shop and come back by the time they fired up. All these silly bloody icons.
How old is it? How old is it, Richard, your computer?
Who?
How old is it? How old have you had it?
Well, this one I'm on now.
Yeah.
2021 I bought this.
So why is it slow then?
Mine isn't slow. I'm not. I'm on.
No, it says Windows is
You've
shit.
got
I'm
the
on
right
Windows
Well,
computers.
Before I got that one.
No, when Richard clicks on
when
it, it's there.
be on it at Windows 11.
Tiny password.
now-
and within 5 seconds. I
Hey
can do
Jeanette,
stuff.
you know I'm really getting better. I'm really getting better as I get older because I smile and don't say anything when I hear people talk that don't realize that Windows really is better. It's like people with Apple phones; they don't realize Samsung's better, but that's okay. I respect their ideas.
Got rid of my Apple phone this year.
Yeah,
I don't like iPhones,
I'm
but
just got the same as
I
me.
don't like them either.
Asus
Who's what?
Chromebook.
I've got mine. I've always been Samsung phones. I don't like the iPhone. Tracy's iPhone, man. She's not 14.
Samsung.
Oh, I've knocked the shit out of mine.
That's a Samsung.
See,
More
all I
cracks
see
on
is
that than
all
the
I
London
see is
Street.
what I see, and I see people reboot this, reboot that, especially with Android phones. The reboot, mess about.
No, I've done this. Like,
Just what you want when you want it to do it.
No, if you ever wonder what Apple's going to do in 2 years, all you have to do is look at the new Android.
You
No,
know.
I've done this one tonight. The bloody apps, optimising the bloody apps on it.
Mistake Android made is simple. They made it an open source thing. If they'd have stuck to one brand of phone,
Messing
it
about
would
with
have been brilliant. But they put it on every crappy phone, and the problem is you've got crap phones that can't run it, and you've got good phones that do well with it. They should have just stuck to making it for Samsung, or Google Pixel, or whatever.
Yeah, but you can't do that though, because not everybody can afford the newest, shiniest phone.
No, but they could have done different models that are cheaper. You know, you don't have to buy the latest. You can still buy a brand new Apple phone that's a lot cheaper than the.
Have you seen how much it is, Richard, a month? These Apple phones, these new Apple phones. Have you seen how much they are?
I don't pay. I don't get them.
But Samsung do they like the A ones, don't they? The A models, the cheaper ones.
I
got off the one.
I got free from work.
You know what, paying that price a month?
Even better, Richard.
But if they,
I just spent a week on the islands where you talk to the guys and they grab their phone and go like this and flip it open.
Yeah.
You can go to like your cheap budget shop and buy a phone for 50 quid. It's got Android on, and it just works like a dog. It's just trash, absolute trash.
Well, yeah, because it's an ancient operating system, and the phone.
Correct, but they should have
It's
made
not that it works bad; it's the apps aren't designed for something that old.
correct, but they should
Because
have
the
made
apps try to
they should have kept it
take
to
advantage of the hardware.
one or two handsets.
Mine's a Note
you know what
10.
I mean? Instead of
Mine's a
making it
Note 10,
open
man.
house. You know, because it's just simple things you do, and it's like 10 button presses later. I think, what? Oh, God. Can't be arsed with that.
Android,
Mine's the one
even
with a
complete
pen
with
on
a
it.
broken screen protector. I break the screen protectors on every phone within an hour.
Mine has a pen. It's a Note 10, mine.
Don't know how
It's not the screen, though. I've got two big cracks. It's
this updated itself recently. The next update with it.
a crack there, and a few.
I've never had anything like that, Johnny Fab, in my life. All my phones always been mint.
No, mine haven't until I got this one. And I've just
Yeah, I mean,
dropped it.
sometimes they do updates. I mean, Apple did one, and
Oh,
half my software wouldn't work with latest stuff.
I miss the phone hanging off your hip.
I had to
I didn't drop it all the time
ring them
then.
up and complain about it because they did a software update. The problem is the software that wouldn't work were hooky software, and it's hard work being on phone to Apple complaining that
they don't listen to you.
updates stop you from using software that's hooky software that you haven't paid for. You know what I mean? Really difficult because they start asking for serial numbers and all this shit.
Oh yeah, you got tell them what the serial number is on your Apple phone.
Because I have Final Cut on this one. There's no way I'm paying 600 quid for video editing software. So I've just got a hooky copy and it's fine. But with the Apple's latest update, it said, sorry, you'll have to update your version of Final Cut to run with this. Well, I paid 600 quid. So I rung them up and complained to Apple, and they sorted it on phone. She sent me this
The
file.
best video editing software out there it has a free version.
You know, they can download the trial one.
Yeah.
I'll just use it on my phone, but what do I use?
But
I pay for it.
it wouldn't let me update it through Apple Store, you know, and I complained.
I don't like the software updates. That's why I got rid of my Apple phone.
Well,
I've had two.
All phones have
Two phones.
updates, you know.
And they got rid of the last one. This sheet is somebody else has already paid it off. Couldn't wait to get rid of it.
I was at work, do it sporadically. They just do it on their own, you know what I mean? And you'll come to it and everything's bloody changed.
Everything changes overnight, yeah.
It's, I mean, it's like we've got.
Yep, mine did that. It just last week it did an update, and all of a sudden the screen, the default screen, has really fat numbers on it for what time it is. You know, they changed the font on it so they look fat.
It's like, let's say, for instance, printers.
Yeah.
You can get like, you know, not so dear printer cartridges.
Yeah.
But with our printer, the Canon printer, it knows when you put like these that are cheaper.
Well, I've had with it.
And then
The
you get a
reading
thing
from-
saying, you know, you're using other than Canon ink.
Cartridges. I've had that with Epson. Put cheap cartridges in, which were compatible. So you're not using the official
Well, mine's
Epson
called U-Cut.
cartridges.
U-Cut that I use.
Won't work. Oh, Cless. I've
I
no
use
fear.
U-Cut video editing.
But you
on
see
my
that, I mean, talking of phones, Chris was Samsung all the way, and then when new iPhone come out, that were it, he went over to iPhone.
I don't think much of iPhones, Jeanette, as you know. I think for the amount of money you're paying them, everything.
It's down to personal preference. And
That's it.
for a lot of
It's got
people, it's what they're
14.
used to. You know what I mean? So it's like having a flipping favourite.
Tracy can't use my phone.
Changing
She uses
subject
iPhone.
slightly, Johnny.
Mhm.
There were a trailer come on telly last night. They're doing bringing a film out, Bob Marley's life. It's
Yeah.
life story.
Sponsored by Greg's because he likes his jam with it.
What's about Glex?
But yeah, it don't come out till February 14th, obviously Valentine's. But
He likes
yeah.
his donuts with jam in, Tony.
Nothing.
So yeah, it's like, you know, Harry rose to fame.
Oh,
With jam in, it's a fucking joke, Tony. It's a Bob Marley joke.
Warburton
Oh,
keep the big stars, don't they? Advertising Warburtons. Like they've had Jackson recently advertising Warburtons
It's
in.
a donut joke. It don't matter who it's sponsored by.
This and you know how we're on about them with elves on shelves, Johnny. It's advertising TUI. That's what it's advertising.
I've got to go do them again before I go to bed.
So yeah, it's new TUI advert.
I've got
And
9 cheeky elves. They're hanging on the lights on windows still, so I'm going to have to come up with something else tonight.
Yeah.
I tried to get it a bit further on the line, but it's only the 6th. I've got till 24th to come up with ideas every day. I might put me at Barbie house tonight in oak beds.
Old beds.
That's on sale at the moment on Latkin.
I've
Is
had
it?
9 of them.
Is there? Would I say is there enough beds for 9 on them?
It's a mansion, so yeah.
Have they got to top and tail?
Well, they can sleep out on a balcony if they want. And there's a garage and a lift. I basically got a posh shed in the middle of my living room. Honestly, Richard, it's about 5 foot tall and about 5 foot wide.
What? Sorry, a posh
It's
what?
wooden made Barbie mansion. It's massive.
I've
It's
seen
350
it's
quid.
massive.
Well, you made a mansion, did you, Johnny Fav?
No, we didn't
I
make
didn't
it.
make it, no. It's a professional, proper hand built one.
Yeah, it takes. Well, put it this way: it takes like a majority of one at walls up in Johnny's house.
Right.
5 levels to it. Big balcony on top of it. Everything. Lift to all floors. Got a double garage. Everything. Dining room with chandeliers. Fucking, it's big. Well, I think they're going to move from the window into the Barbie mansion tonight.
Yeah, they're going to squat in Barbie Mansion.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Squatters' rights.
Mm.
Hey, that were another news story that I were reading. I forget where it were. This guy, they were empty building, and he claimed squatters' rights. He were a builder, that rate. So he claimed squatters' rights. He lived in it, did it all up for 10 years, and
Yeah.
and then he sold it for about $500,000.
Mm.
But it's not illegal because they'd been there 10 years and nobody had ever turfed him out.
You know, you got to think about how, you know, in 10 years he made $500,000. He really didn't make much per year.
But apparently
Back to rent, though.
the owner died and it just went into disrepair. So we seen it empty, got nowhere to live, so we moved in, and essentially he was squatting in it. So over the years, he did a bit here and a bit there, and you know what I mean? And then because he'd been there 10 years and they'd never moved him on, he claimed it as his own and sold it.
I don't know how it works over there, but after 7 years here, if you show notable improvements on the property, and nobody asks you to leave for 7 years, you own it.
Well, basically, that's what had happened, but this for like 10 years. So I don't, sort of similar law here than.
It's not bad though, isn't it? $500,000 for note.
Yeah.
Just for doing it up.
Plus, you get 10 years rent free.
Yeah, that's probably the key there. You get 10 years rent free for only the cost of improvements.
Partners is doing his information again.
No, he's a professional mortgage advisor. His partner.
But yeah, but it's not a bad. It's not a bad trick, is it? Selling a house that's not officially yours.
Right.
Selling it for about $500,000.
Because people move into folks' houses while they're on holiday and stuff, and
all
the squatters right shit.
Yeah, come back. What was in the paper a few months ago? Come back.
They don't do that in Texas. Everybody has a gun.
Correct. If I come home and somebody else has moved in, they're squatting at end in the time it took me to open the front door.
This is the thing. I mean, most people, let's say if a squatter moves in your house, you go take it to court and you get them evicted.
There'd be no court. They'd be out. There'd be no.
Yeah. And now in Texas, you just shoot him a little bit, and then when the ambulance comes, you change the law.
Yeah, did you just say somebody moved in your ass?
Anyway,
that's a bit close to the bone.
Next, I remember reading the paper.
You can give me middle finger tonight if you want.
Hey?
You can give me middle finger for that one.
Yeah, I ain't got energy, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, I tell you, there's this lady that moved into my house, and she says she lives here, and she keeps saying we're married and all that, but it's been like 20 years.
I had to double check with mine, Bill.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when we were at the resort, they said, "Are you getting remarried here?" And it's like, I hope I get invited.
I couldn't believe it that he just moved himself in, and then after so long, he claimed possession of it and then sold it, and it went.
That's a Park Nest is saying, adverse possession.
I thought you meant your Chris.
That makes sense.
No, it were a news program or something, or a news article. Yeah. And it says like they moved in because they noticed it were empty.
Unbelievable.
Good job you back, Park Nest. You can always guarantee on a link.
No.
Now, wouldn't they have to pay property taxes and everything on it?
Turf him out or whatever.
That's it. I mean, end of the day, if he's been there 10 years, obviously nobody are interested in the property. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been a pretty rough property.
You looked at look like flip coin, and yeah, if he hadn't have moved in, it'd have been in disrepair or windows had got smashed.
Yeah.
You name it, and nobody had got diddly squat out on it. You know what I mean?
It'd probably cause crime and that in the area if he hadn't maintained it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like
and it
the
just
guy,
so happened
it's like
that
the guy with the hay bales. Did you see him on telly a couple of years back with the hay bales? He stacked all the hay bales up and built the house under the hay bales and then revealed it after so many years when he was allowed to. Thought he were pulling a smart move.
Ed Sheeran did that with a pole, He didn't get permission to have a pole, so he built a massive wall all the way around of hay, built the pole, then took it down thinking he'd get away with it, and then still made it rip it up.
Well,
that was
Tom that raised all that money.
Yeah.
His daughter built a flooring garden. And
with the money. They didn't get permission and they made her knock it down. And then they found out she did it.
It's not money gone, Jeanette, because they're taking it to court about the money they've supposed
to. She did it all. Spent it all.
Yeah. She looks a bit. What, cinema?
She said that the building she was building were going to be offices for the charity.
Yeah,
with an indoor pool.
And it was first. Into court about it.
But yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was an old fella, and what he did for charity, not for dip a finger.
He did it for himself. He did it for himself.
So he's at the right place. His hand was in his pocket.
You
Well,
know,
guys, I got to go start getting ready for dinner and stuff. It's that time here.
Okie dokie then, Bill.
Catch you later, Bill.
I know it's middle of the night over there, but it's still sunshine up here.
Yeah, no, it's 11:15 here.
Over here, bloody hell,
Yeah.
it's freezing.
It's time to get my little fuzzy Teddy soon for cuddle.
It's quarter to dinner here. And since I'm the chef, somebody has to go do it.
Always guaranteed a toy round me.
See you later, Bill. Oh, he's got his. Oh, look,
Hey,
he even got a t-shirt on. Or a sticker tuck on its
Is that a
t-shirt.
sticker or is it a t-shirt you've had made?
I think it's a sticker.
mine came from Special K.
My wife gave this to me for our anniversary.
Hiya, Ruby. How are you?
Hey, Ruby. What time do you call this? I don't know.
Well, it's early. It's early in over at Pond, isn't it?
Yeah, chocolate
Okay, well, I'm playing. I need to be making food.
yeah.
See you later,
you
Bill.
later.
I'll see you later.
Later,
Bye.
Bill.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
I won't go that far, Bill, but your bikes are too small.
So you had the same story as I did about Thingy's daughter took her to court, didn't they? They took her to court. I think she's been to court twice, actually.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
very nice, Ruby.
honestly, Ruby,
That is
and
very fruity, innit? And
Yeah.
really nice
That-
shortbread.
I tell you something. You know, with that having dark rum and brown butter. Oh, it's got a kick to it, Johnny.
Oh, it's lovely and sweet, the one she's made. I mean, the strawberries give it that really zingy
Yeah.
bit as well
Yeah.
to it.
I'm glad we substituted for strawberries now.
She cut the squares too small, though, but doesn't sound.
You know what
When
they
she
say,
cubed
Johnny,
it, I
make
could
a
do that in
strawberry
one
soon
mouthful.
first. So yeah, I think there's about 4 or 5 left, and I made
In
like
fact, I'm going to get a piece of my coffee and give you a review.
One day, Jeanette, I'll be popping down where you are and having a cake and a cup of tea, or whatever it is.
You have to be quick, Tony.
Well, make sure that's been like it's hardest.
Don't leave it after Wednesday. You've got no chance.
I was going to say. And best about it though, I didn't cut it up till after dinner time, and it's very well gone. I think Richard would enjoy it.
Oh, I enjoy any cake. There's not many
Oh,
cakes
it's nice,
I don't
right?
enjoy.
Fruity, because it's got the strawberry in it. Well, Tracy did it like in the law, didn't she? So you've got the shortbread, the strawberry, then the mince, and then the shortbread again.
Top on top.
Only thing I'm complaining about is the size of the square she cut. I'm going to go grab one now, have a quick coffee.
Yeah. But you see, I bought some extra special mincemeat, and it got dark rum, brown butter, and spices in it, and it gave it that little bit of a kick.
I was looking at it, get pulled over.
Whereabouts do you live, Tony?
Over at Libby.
He only had 2 pieces.
Tony.
Big pieces.
Bria says best get there as soon as it comes out of oven, Tony. What did you say to Tony?
I think Tony's on a different planet. He's not listening.
I'm listening.
Typing.
Well, I asked you twice. I said, whereabouts do you live?
Lancashire.
All right.
Night, Amjad.
That's narrowed it down.
About an hour away from Manchester.
An hour in which direction? North or south? It
North.
must be north.
North.
It can't be far. It must be near me then.
I always thought you'd lived in Manchester, Tony.
I used to. Yeah, I would have to be in the house before
you have to be quick
Chris
off
and
at
me got
Mark,
them.
you
Yeah.
have to be quick off at Mark here.
There you go, Chris. I've actually got the food before you.
So you must be somewhere like a bit north of Preston then, that way.
You
Yeah.
could try raisin pies.
Whereabouts are you, Richard?
Near Blackburn, Oswestwhistle.
Oh, right. Blackburn's not far from me either.
Who?
Blackburn's not far from me.
Oh.
Yeah, Ruby says it sounds honestly, Ruby, and with that extra special mincemeat, it get it that bit of a kick, if you know what I mean. and it were like shortbread. Then you got like mincemeat and strawberries, and then you put like a crumble on top of it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I've got so much bake of yours to catch up on, Jeanette. You know what I mean? Since I've been off.
But that were last night. You know what I mean? It were.
And I like you making the cookies. My favourite cookies.
It's next week.
Cookies.
What brand is it? It's Asda Extra Special, but it's like your Walmart.
Yeah.
You know what our Asda's your Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, but it is that's the name of it. It is Extra Special. Baby, just get me that other tin of mincemeat to show Ruby. But yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're right with ordinary mincemeat, but ooh.
Sainsbury's near me's been shut today for renovation. I can't believe it.
I think that mincemeat gave it that extra day.
Yeah, that's what I've said. Chris has just said, he says, I think that.
I go down to Asda tomorrow, I'll get at least 10 more jars.
10. He's having a laugh. Angie, I do need some more because I'm going to make.
Just nipping on my way home and it was shut.
Is that a one near your works?
Yeah. First time ever I've known it shut. But it only ever shuts Christmas Day. That's the only day it ever shuts. Been renovated inside.
Oh.
You know, for me.
They better not jiggle all bloody shelves around. I've got used to them now.
Oh, yeah, I've had their shit.
That's it, Ruby.
Oh, that type of thing. I've seen them before.
Dark rum and brown butter flavour, spiced mincemeat.
Yeah. Well, you start to make mincemeat pies already, did you?
No, I made that were a mincemeat slice last night with warming spices, sweet vine fruits, and treacle.
Oh, that.
Mincemeat with dark rum and brown butter flavour and treacle.
Why have they put rum in it?
Get a kick.
Oh, this tastes nice. Oh, have another one.
But yeah, it's nice. Honestly.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you don't like what I got, Lisa. Like you don't like Mama.
Johnny's baking review.
Don't like what?
You don't like Mama and you don't like peanut butter.
No. Yeah, Johnny's doing a review. Look.
Oh, hellfire. That looks yummy.
He's doing a live review.
Johnny, just push it out the screen and give it to Rich. It'll be all right, and then you can have it on the.
If you push it sideways, Johnny, towards your curtain, and I'll get it.
What about that cakes and Willy Wonka that week, or is it this next
I'll
week?
grab it. Just pass one through, Johnny.
Oh, that's enough.
Don't eat it all, Richard.
The thing about Jeanette's and Tracy's cooking, it's all heavy duty.
Ruby says she's going to invest.
Slice like that, it's like that. I mean, look, that's
Thank God
that's
it's
a
last
fair
day
whack.
tomorrow.
It's so fruity, really, now.
You imagine that, but we're kick a rum, Johnny.
Prefer that separate.
Chris has just said, he says it gives it that extra kick. You know what I mean? I'm using it again next week.
Yeah.
Sending him for another jar.
I've already got one. He got two.
All right.
Mincemeat cookies. Sim, I can't teleport myself to Sheffield over there. Just like that.
Chris will be in his element because it's a lemon drizzle as well.
Well, I've never had lemon drizzle.
This recipe for mincemeat cookies with the lemon
Bloody
drizzle.
lemon dribble obsessed, Tony.
The lovely
Yeah,
alternative.
I've had lemon curd, but I've never had lemon drizzle.
But you see, it says you need some of this spice called lebkuchen.
What?
Yeah, this spice. But I did investigate, and it says you can substitute. Can you remember when we did the donuts, the spice pumpkin spice donuts.
Oh yeah.
It says you can substitute it for that, and I've already got some made up in a pot, so I'm, you know.
Blue Peter, are you what I've done earlier?
But yeah, because you make it yourself, Tony.
Right.
And I put mine in like a little pot with a lid on.
Right.
Now, this only calls for half a teaspoon. Now, this spice, I did research the ingredients of it. It got cardamom and it got loads of spices that I hadn't got.
Yeah.
It would cost me a fortune to buy the spices. So I looked, I did, you know, my investigation, and I said, we're alternative to this spice, and it says, yeah, you can use pumpkin spice. I thought, well, that's all right then, because I've already got some mixed up.
Pumpkin spice. Look at that.
Knocks it out of you being it cold all day, doesn't it?
Oh God!
Lost it this morning, Johnny Five.
Today we've had no delivery after delivery after bloody delivery. Every time I kept sneaking off back into office next to fire, and as soon as I sat down, beep beep beep, reversing, beep beep beep. Another one. It was never ending. Unbelievable.
I bet you're looking forward. Do you get Christmas off, Richard?
Yes.
I bet you can't wait for it, can you?
Oh God, I can't. We were off from we finished on the Wednesday.
I bet you can't wait for the
Tuesday. We're off for nearly 2 weeks.
They'll be saying, can I have another extra week off? Because I've just got
I can't wait till tomorrow because we don't work Fridays. I can't wait till tomorrow that way.
Don't you work to Thursdays, do you? And then you have Friday off from yeah.
So tomorrow's like Friday to me.
No.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't work Fridays. We had the same hours as everybody else. We still do 40 hours, but we compressed it into 4 days.
Yeah. I bet you're glad of that, though.
Won't go back to working Fridays. God forbid it'd be a killer.
This pumpkin spice, it's 3 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of allspice, and 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. Now I've got all them.
Weren't they aftershave called Allspice?
Yeah.
When I was growing up, and they used to have it with that shit.
Allspice.
Allspice, yeah. The shit. The old shit. I used to bloody it like anything. You used to put it on your face.
Allspice, not fucking old.
I know what you're talking about. What shit? But they used to be aftershave called Allspice. What I'm trying to get at. That's Old Spice. So I'm being collected now.
But that is homemade pumpkin spice. You can make it yourself, and I got all that.
That doesn't work, Jeanette. Sprinkle a bit of Brute on it. Brute 33.
But yeah, I'd never even heard of that.
You really want to push forward? Get some Party on it.
It's spelled LEBKUCHEN.
You can invent something new. You can also put it on your face for aftershave.
Yeah, you'd be all right putting that on your face.
Yeah. You still buy Old Spice.
I know you can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah.
Did you have a picture of a ship on bottle? Like
white bottle. And when I was growing up, and when you start shaving and stuff, when I was
white bottle with red logo.
It was white bottle with like a ship's logo on the bottle, but the other was like a ship, not a ship. It's old-fashioned ship, like the Navy ship type of thing.
I can remember that.
Blue 66, whatever it called, that gleam bottle shop. I got it for Christmas a couple of times, didn't like it. Because I used to come out of the lash with it.
Another one that.
I ate it so quick I didn't do a review. Very nice.
Shit about, I'll tell you.
She knows I'm pulling a leg. She knows I'm pulling a leg.
Anyway.
Swig of coffee, it melts in your mouth.
So I'm all set, 'cause I've still got some of this pumpkin spice. So
never heard of pumpkin spice before, Jeanette. To be serious for a second, never heard of pumpkin spice. So
I'll let you know. I planted about 1,000 pumpkin seeds in that front.
Yeah, honestly.
Over next year.
How long did it take to come through then, Johnny?
They'll come through about about March, April, something like that.
Ah.
The spread
all-
everywhere.
They did all the
Spread
tricks
everywhere.
little kids. Check out
When you see the pumpkins forming on the end, that's when you're supposed to lift them up onto like some straw, and then if they touch the ground, they just rot out.
What happened to sunflowers then? Because you said you'd planted about 40 million of them.
Well, it's worse this time. I cut all the heads off, dug a big hole in the middle, and shoved them all into my fucking thousands next year.
It'd be like,
Oh, you'd be triffids, Johnny Fab. You'd be overtaken by thingy eating plants.
Oh, I grow all my own veggies and stuff.
Really?
I planted some Venus
How many flowers?
flytrap seeds behind me. 6 months
How
ago,
many
there's
flowers?
absolute jack shit grown.
Have you seen that film?
Gordo says he's heard of Posh Spice and Baby Spice. There you go.
What are you on about?
I've never heard it. Ruby Flippers till tonight.
The referee spot.
That is true, Ruby. You can get it all in copies and stuff, can't you? Like,
I've never heard of it.
Ruby says we're bombarded with pumpkin spice in coffee, cream, cereal, everything.
I've never tasted any pumpkin spice or anything I've eaten.
It might have been on like a honey cereal. and that.
It's got a that's like it's.
I've definitely watered it, partners. I've watered them, but it's not growing. It's actually in a tub of water now.
I got my mum an aloe vera plant, right? And for years she kept it to it. It's the only plant I've ever grown, Papa. Says, Mum, it's plastic.
What's that?
It's plastic.
When I used to live at home,
look like a cactus.
when I lived at home before I got married, and I lived alone at
Up
home.
there, that's spike on the left, and that's little prick on the right.
Pickle prick.
Oh, he hurts.
I had a Venus flytrap, and it was massive. And
Venus
it was
flytrap,
on-
you skip
it
them.
was on the kitchen window bottom, and I had a party one night, and somebody put an anodine in it and killed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It chucked an
I had
anodine
one
in
of
it,
them
and it
years ago,
closed
it
up
got
and
last
ate the
year.
anodine and died. So I had a Venus flytrap with no hangover,
Yes.
but dead.
Bloody dangerous Venus flytraps. What are you on about?
That's what you call the morning after, Richard.
They're dangerous for flies. They're not dangerous for humans.
Man eating
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
I think you can get
used
your
to love
finger
it
out
'cause I
in
used to
time,
tickle
Tony.
it with a matchstick, and it went boom, closed up right quick. And it were a big one as well, it were.
Scary spices when you put too much
But this
kick in
new one I've
it.
got here, I've
Go on, course.
set it up about.
She's
6
back
months
living
ago,
with her
just
mum in
to
Leeds
try
now.
Who is?
So it's not even sprutted then, I know,
Not yet,
Richard.
no.
Right.
And it's in proper copper soil because you're supposed to put copper soil with like copper filings in for Venus flytraps. And it's it holds the moisture,
Yeah.
better.
There might be that.
But
Okie dokie then, Tony. See you later.
You're supposed to say it first, then buy in the chat. You're getting that wrong, Tony.
I didn't even see.
And that means meeting Amazon or Walmart. I probably will make my own mint. Yeah.
Hey, Callum's there. He looks like Robbie Williams.
Oh, what?
Whoa, that's a big one.
Oh, yeah. There's only about that much water in it. Rest is like that.
Water?
Well, I'm gonna have a little something in it, man.
Gordo says it's like a bog plant.
No. Toilet.
It
How's that
means
thing?
it thrives in boggy situations.
Oh, I thought he would tell me how to put it near a toilet.
It's the moisture from the toilet brush,
Yeah,
Richard.
it's sort of what it means when they're a bog plant is it's the very moist
Yeah.
conditions and very, you know.
This one's bogged off.
What happens when you give them anagen extra?
Oh, it was big one as all, that Venus flytrap. It had 2 big heads on it. And somebody put a bloody anodine in it.
Oh, it's a bit cold.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
got stuck in traffic for an hour earlier, Richard.
You what?
An hour. Got stuck in traffic for an hour earlier.
I thought you were on about my Venus flytrap then. I thought, no wonder it's not grown up if it's in traffic.
He probably had
Yeah.
more chance of getting through than I did.
I was stuck in it this morning. Some guy decided to
Bloody
drive a
fuel light
BMW
come on
into
over
the
that long.
Gladstone Wall.
I turned to a garage first before I carried on my journey.
Gordo says that doesn't mean you plant it in your toilet. Callum.
Anna who?
It'd do all right outside at Boggin. I'd certainly get watered every night, especially middle of the night when I can't see what I'm doing.
But,
The
yeah.
old lean against the wall.
I mean, it could be the fact that your apartment is a bit on humid side.
No, I mean, it says on instructions, it says drop because the container it's in is a special container. It's got holes in it. It said fill a glass up, a pot, whatever, lower it in so it sucks all the water up. And within 2 months, your Venus flytrap will sprout. Well, it's been about 5 months and the bugger all sprouted yet.
It's not plain ball, is it?
No.
Not really.
I'll give it another month, and if it doesn't happen, it's going to be going in bin.
Yeah, and then you'll have someone eating all your bin rubbish.
Yeah. If you grow when it's in bin.
You never know the darkness it might do.
No, it says on the instructions, put in a sunny area. Well, you can't get much more sun than in here, and it's right near wind, and bloody hell, it's sun all day long in here, so it's no problem for sun. But it's not grown.
It could be the 48 steps.
Just watch, I'll get up in mine and he'll have telly in its mouth.
You'd be fighting it for remote.
Oh, my old one that I used to have when I lived.
Which Christmas advert is that one? The bloody, is it the Lidl one?
No, John Lewis with Venus flytrap on about.
I used to catch flies and pull the wings off and throw them into it, and they loved them. You could hear them buzzing for about half an hour while it injected its juices into it.
Chris says, wait, you actually read the instructions you ate from Yorkshire, is it?
Yeah. Instructions outside the tub on. It's in a metal can with a peel off lid.
Brad said that. We put baby bed together tomorrow, and I went, go on then. And he went, when there's the instructions, I said, I only need a picture of what it looks like. I don't need bloody instructions. It's a cot bed, not a rocket ship. She sent a video of him later on bouncing around it. I thought, well, that's going to last.
Richard's never looked better, has he?
Where's Daisy?
We don't like the sun. Try the Daily Mail. Yeah, it's be a bit more exorbitant, Gorda. It's only worth wiping your ass on. I can't believe people still buy newspapers. I see 2 old buggers go past here every day and walk back with newspapers. Thinking you paint them, you fucking like them. That's their little routine. You see them walk past that.
Bugger all grown, yeah.
It says here, where's the best place to put a Venus flytrap? And it says they will thrive in full sun, meaning at least 6 hours of direct light.
Oh,
You can grow them indoors on a very sunny windowsill or in a terrarium under grow lights. But
I
they
don't think the SpaceX starship came with instructions.
There it is, and there's absolutely jack shit grown.
So when did you buy that then?
Oh, God. Oh, it's a while ago. All the instructions are simple. Open it, submerge it in water. Simple as that. And it's absolutely bugger all grown.
Do you have to submerge it in water like regular then?
Well, yeah, you put it in a pot and it just drinks the
Oh, so it's absorbing it through bottom.
Yeah, it's got a hole in bottom.
Oh.
It says the depth of the pot encourages root growth, as does tray watering. It says choose a 4-inch deep pot that has drainage hole, blah, 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 and in a tray.
This is about 4 inches, this 3.5, 4 inch deep. And it's got a drainage hole, but I'm just digging in now with my finger and this bugger all started. Because the seeds are absolutely microscopic, you can barely see them.
Ooh.
There's jack shit started to grow. Absolutely nothing.
I don't know if it bites your finger.
Yeah, I just want to sending my finger off.
Soil flying everywhere.
It says don't submerge it in tap water. It's got to be distilled water.
Yeah, out of kettle. That's what I did. I used cooled kettle water. It says that here on instructions. You know, cooled kettle water, boiled water, cooled.
Bloody ears.
That's exactly what I've
I
done.
popped my bloody ears, me. I get enough wax out of my ears to make my own candles. I didn't used to. When I got
I
in my
won't have
40s,
anything. I won't have anything days, and all of a sudden a flipping boulder will just come crashing out.
Next week.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll feel it. I'll feel it just drop out.
I feel like Pinball Wizard.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, I can safely say that's for the bin. Is that? There's no
What?
coming
Them
out of
and
that.
what these?
No, there's
Try it a
no
bit
killer,
longer.
no
Try a
killer
bit longer.
carnivore coming out of that in a hurry.
Ooh.
Try it a bit longer, Richard. You know.
A bit longer. How long's it flipping need? God, it's like a full
It's in
pregnancy.
hibernation, Richard.
Maybe if you get a tit out.
Oh, fire.
Try breastfeeding, Richard.
Yeah. Newsflash, Lancashire man bitten by a killer plant. Bloody hell.
There is actually a Venus flytrap called Gremlin.
Kremlin? Gremlin, a Kremlin.
It's an all green flytrap that isn't as tall as some at first, but makes up for its size.
Gordo says try emptying the pot and replanting the seeds. The seeds are about 4 thou in size. I could never even see them. I wouldn't even know what. Microscopic.
So I take it, come with the seeds in a packet first. And you just
Yeah, you get them in a packet, and it says put them in 1 centimetre deep. It said, which is what I did. But the seeds were microscopic; you could barely see them.
It went like that.
You couldn't pick them back out of there.
Yeah.
If you look at that, it's copper. Is that? It's not soil. It's like copper.
Yeah,
flipping.
deep
I'm
shine
not
to it,
tipping it up, or else it'd be all on my bloody keyboard.
Yeah.
I got shiny copper.
Imagine
bits
that
in it.
typing on your keyboard one day and something bites your finger. You have the
It's been a bit
first
of a
living
disappointment,
keyboard.
that, but to be fair, it did come from Lidl, I think, and it's always a bit hit and miss with stuff from Lidl.
You'll have to source another one, Richard.
Yeah, I'll go and nick one from somewhere.
You'd better order that online, wouldn't you? Somewhere like that.
B&Q have them, but they always look a bit pousey, them I've seen in B&Q.
A bit what?
Bit pousey. A bit like they need a few flies flinging in them.
Ah,
Pick me up.
Yeah. Mad that, isn't it? An animal that eats, well, a plant that eats.
Yeah, you can tell the gremlin Venus flytraps. When you watch them, loads of little ones come flying out all over him.
I got look.
Right, I'm going to get off because I've got to move 9 else.
Where did you put them last night?
They're hanging
In
out
the
lights.
window.
Window. They're hanging out window lights like that, like they were trying to escape Tracy snoring because she slept downstairs.
It's snoring.
You're like the Great Escape for elves. I'll see you later.
you know that you've got, Richard? That
Yeah.
Venus flytrap in a tin, it's on Amazon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does it work there? Right, I'll see you later.
Yeah,
See you
see you
later,
later, Johnny.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, it's been a very disappointing effort, this Venus flytrap.
But yeah, I'm just looking at them now, or I've been looking at them on Amazon. But they do that one that you've got actually in a tin.
Yeah.
But you might be, mind you, I don't know. You see others, you don't just get one single seed. It's like, you know,
A few.
yeah, some have got 10, some have got 12,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Just had probably about 6 seeds.
But
They were absolutely, they looked like grains of dust. They were that tiny, did seeds.
yeah. But see, there's one here. It's not on Prime though. It's you know, they've got different they the red ones that, yeah.
There's Tommy here. I never saw Tommy.
Yeah.
Been very quiet.
Uh,
Hello, Tommy. I never knew you were there. I don't know.
you see, you can actually buy them already potted, but they're a bit expensive. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Already potted.
Yeah, but alive sort of thing.
Yeah, the actual.
Yeah, you can put them in B&Q.
The plant itself, not seeds. These is like ready potted, but they're a bit.
That one that I had at home, the big one.
Yeah.
I bought that as a Venus flytrap, but that were a big one with that. It were about each of it. They had 2 heads on it, and they were about 3.5 inch long with heads. They were big ones. You know what I mean?
Gordo says I had to take my bird seed back to B&M. I planted them. No birds, just weeds. You live and learn. Oh, he says he's been cooking.
Right. I didn't even know he were here. I never noticed.
Yeah, he were in earlier on. He were in when Bill were here. But it all depends what you want. Have a look on that. They've got them on Amazon, but they have got that one that you've got in tin.
Yeah, it was weird last night because I was really tired. And I thought I'll go to bed, and I thought I'm bound to wake up about 10 o'clock wanting a slash or something, and I didn't. I slept all the way through from 8 o'clock till 5 to 6.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're coming down with something, or you've had a chill or a bug or something, because they reckon best thing for it is sleep.
Yeah, because I put telly, I'm watching, put projector, I'm watching a film, and I watched about 2 minutes of it, and I was gone.
Put his thing in, my chest was tight.
You probably got a cold, Callum.
So I said probably.
It's really flipping cold all day out at our place. It's absolutely freezing.
An all-nighter. I did an all-nighter. I wish I could do an all-nighter.
That's the first time for ages that I've gone all that time and not wanted to get up for a pee.
I think that's a link, Amazon link. I think it's probably for your Venus flytrap. But yeah, I mean, a couple of nights ago, I managed 4 hours, and I were in raptures because I'd managed 4 hours without going out for a pee.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
And then
because I looked at the clock 5 minutes before my alarm was due to go off, because I always put my phone at the other side of the room because it's fatal having it at the side of bed because I'll just snooze it and go back to sleep. So I always put it at the other side of the room, and it went, and I opened my eyes. I looked at the clock. I thought, God, it's 5 to 6. Because I usually take a tablet before I go to bed, my flipping blood pressure thing, and I hadn't took that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's best thing for you anyway, sleep, Richard. If you...
I slept like a baby.
But yeah, I were in raptures because I'd gone 4 hours without going out for a pee.
Yeah, well, what's that, 8 till 6 in the morning? That's 10 hours.
But, I mean, I'm lucky if I can go an hour and a half, 2 hours at night time.
4 hours.
I'll tell you something, though, when I went to Bog, it was like a flipping fireman's hose. Jesus Christ.
You can't do like me and sleep through the whole night, couldn't you?
Me? No way. I think I would dead if I'd gone all night without going for a pee.
And it was like a greenhouse as well, because when I went to bed, I put heating on because it was cold. And aside from the Python, yeah, it was like side of Python. I put heating on because it was cold, thinking, well, a couple of hours I'll be going to the toilet. I'll knock it off then. And obviously I didn't. So it was like absolutely like being in flipping a greenhouse.
That's the one I found, Partners, that Venus flytrap in a tin. Says just add water and sun to grow nature's own insect assassin. That's the one I found.
Insect assassin.
Yeah. You don't get any little midges or out like that, Richard, because it'll have them.
That old one, when I used to live at home, I used to catch flies, take a wing off so they couldn't fly away and drop them in its mouth. And they shut, I've only ever seen them, but they shut really quick, they do. They go like that. And it amazes me how a plant can move like that. And you can hear it fly buzzing for about half an hour while it gets injected with whatever chemicals it is. And it goes quieter and quieter. When it opens his mouth, there's hardly anything there except a bit of dust.
And got Gizmo in
You
there.
open up again, and it's all gone.
Yeah. Gordo says
Amazing.
he's got his hot water bottle. It's called a Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie.
You've got
I've got
Gizmo.
my hot water bottle and it's called a Chris over there.
Gizmo
Hey,
really.
that's the thing. I know, Mr. P.
What?
You need me up arse sometime during night.
That sounds a bit wrong.
I thought, is he trying to bump me off or get me out?
That's the
bump me
one.
out of bed?
That one you were showing me, your partners, that's the very one.
Yeah, well, that one that I found, it's like in a red. I think it's a red tin, the first one.
Yeah. I've just looked at them, both of them, but that second link he's just put up is actually the one I've got.
Yeah. Partner says too much information, Jeanette.
That's what
Yeah.
I said. That sounds a bit wrong.
I'm there, fast asleep, and all of a sudden, boom, right up my arse. His knee.
I'm probably trying to say, move up, you're kicking me out of bed. No, he's trying to do you sleep.
I know. He's trying to boot me out of bed, Callum. I know where it is.
No,
It's worse it's worse for a bloke if a woman in the middle of the night just sort of like rolls over and like clenches things and she's near his flipping old man. And squeezes shit out of it.
No, I don't get near that, Richard.
Mine did it to me donkeys years ago. Just for some reason at 7 o'clock in the morning, it were on a Saturday morning. And squeezed shit out of it and she was asleep. But what the fuck are you doing about it?
Yeah, but yeah, you need me right up arse. I'll put it this way, it woke me up. I were in, having a nice dream, and there was sudden right up my arse.
Oh, I have dreams. God, I have bonkers dreams, mate. Absolute bonkers. I have same dreams, though, me. Repeating dreams.
Callum were on about it other day, and he says, I keep having this really bad dream, and it says we're all in car, and all of a sudden we're like going off a cliff
or a bridge.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking.
I've had a few weird ones. I've had them where everybody's been like looking down and all at me as if I've been dead.
Sometimes I get.
They're all looking down at me.
But,
and it's funny the day.
I mean, because I tried to explain it to Callum. I says it's like your subconscious.
Yeah.
That's sort of a big fear a big fear you must have of going over a cliff in car. You know what I mean? But yeah.
But I have repeating dreams.
If it had been that, it'd have had a kick it nuts. Oh God, Callum. Oh, I'm going to tell him what you said to me last night.
What about sweaty balls?
Yeah, it says, why have I got sweaty balls?
I do.
I went, I don't. Chris says, well, my arse itches. He says, why does my arse itch? He says, I don't know, Callum. And you asking me why you got sweaty balls?
It was annoying.
Well, it's just natural, is that, to have sweaty knackers?
I ain't got a pair of balls, so I wouldn't know.
If they're swinging around all day in your underpants and it gets a bit humid, someone's got to give, hasn't it?
You get an itchy fanny.
Mine weren't sweaty today. You wouldn't have been able to find them in that temperature.
Either that or they've been frozen together.
I could have passed off as a ladyboy.
Yeah. I'm asking me why his balls are sweating.
Yeah.
He don't half come out with some things, Callum don't. But
well, my dream, the one I had a few months back, I dreamt that I would look like I were in my own grave, looking up at everybody, looking down at all. And the day before, my mum had said to me, "Don't forget to put them bin bags out, will you?" And I said, "Yeah, all right." And I put these bin bags in a wheelie bin for her because her yard has steps in it. And then when I was led it all, looking, and my mum and everybody's looking out at me, and all she said is, "I hope he's put them bloody bags out before this."
Partner says his theory with dreams is your subconscious mind is
Definitely.
processing the
Definitely.
sensory input. That's why
Definitely, that's
people
definitely
translate-
is that because I have dreams and people I've spoke to during that day a week pop up in the dreams.
But
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, the only reoccurring dream I have is I'm somewhere what I don't know, and
Yeah.
I'm lost. That is one of my worst fears is being somewhere and not knowing where I am.
I mean, you
So
can make yourself dream.
You know, that's why I say it's your subconscious, because that's one of my worst fears is being somewhere and not knowing where I am and being lost.
So it's one of
You
my
always
worst-
dream when you're in light sleep. If you wake up and then go back to sleep, the chances is when you're going to have a dream when you're in that lighter sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, Mum, so one of my worst
But I used to have reoccurring ones, especially when I was younger. Not so much nowadays, but when I was younger. I used to dream about the three gollywogs. Do you remember the three gollywogs, Enid Blyton?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember that? Three gollywogs, Wiggy, Waggy and Wally. I used to dream about them. And three gollywogs. And there was another one called the Faraway Tree. Do you remember that? The Faraway Tree.
No, I can't remember that
So it's
one.
I have another Enid Blyton book where they all lived in a tree and there were different people at different heights. The Saucepan Man and Moonface and all this crap.
Getting stabbed as well.
And it was called the Faraway Tree. And I used to dream about that.
Chris says one of Callum's worst fears is having sweaty balls.
Bloody hell. There's more in life to worry about than a sweaty knacker cracker.
Partner says I used to have that book, Richard.
Which one? Gollywogs at Faraway Tree.
Oh dear. Keenan not be very pleased then, Johnny.
I can remember that because I remember at Faraway Tree because there was Saucepan Man, Moonface. I'm not really sure if there were a grumpy bugger lived on tree as well. I can't remember the rest of the characters.
He says he
But
also
I
had
used to
written
dream
chair
about
books. But yeah. You seen what Johnny's put?
I've seen what Gordo's just put.
The elves are having a sweet party with Keena's chocolate coins and cola bottles. I says she'd not be very pleased. I always knew Richard were a weirdo. Oh dear. Angry Pixie, not Chris lol.
What about me?
No, he's on about books.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
we used
when
to-
they put pages
When I was at
over
primary
in
school, they used to read they had all these Enid Blyton books. I mean, you wouldn't get away with the three gollywogs now, would you, nowadays?
No. Well, they've took gollywogs off at mincemeat.
Is it offensive?
Yeah.
Hey, up, Miss Knacker Cracker Whackers here.
Now we're talking about balls.
Dame Wash a lot, that's it. That's one of them.
Dame Wash a lot.
They all lived in a tree at different heights. I'm sure there was a guy who was right grumpy, and I can't think who was a right naughty bugger.
Gordo says dreaming about gollies, that ain't normal. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
because the gollywogs used to live in the honeysuckle cottage.
Mm,
I remember that.
but
Wiggy, Waggy and Wally, they were called. You won't get that book.
you know, I mean, to actually find out the real reason why you kept having that dream, you'd have
a
to
long
go
time
to a
ago, the three gollywogs. It's not
sleep
recent.
analysis thing, and you know, and they or a counsellor or whatever to analyze your dreams. If you get, it's like anybody, if they keep having these reoccurring dreams and they're not very good, they go to somebody that's basically like a counsellor, but they sort of, you know, cut it up into things while you're dreaming, having this recurring dream.
Johnny, what's it in your LSD days?
Mum, I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
Are dreams related with reality?
Well, according to what Partness says, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
But I had one a few months back, and that was a weird dream. I dreamt that I bought a mansion in Skipton. Do you know who Skipton is? And for some reason, we were just having this big party in this mansion, and everybody was getting drunk, and I bought it, and it was like worth millions of pounds. And I woke up in this flat and thought, shit, that took it. I came down to earth with a bump.
Hey, up, we were only talking about that last night, Richard. And I says, oh, my right hand's itching. So I says to Chris, did you get some Euro millions last night? Because it was 186 million last night. So he says, yeah, I did. I says, well, look, I'll tell you now. I says, if we win 186 million, them that's looked after me, I'll make sure that you're all right.
Not somebody who's...
Well,
Obviously,
do one on radio today. There's a thing on radio. I don't know which channel it's on, but they ring you up and you've got to say, "Make me a winner." And it was this bloke, and she rung him up, radio woman, and he said, "Make me a winner," and he won 190,000.
Not better than a smacky kiss.
And he were right casual about it. You know, he didn't go mad out. I thought.
Tommy wants to know if Euros were won last night.
No idea.
Joelle were on about it. She says she bought one as well.
Oh, did you have it in France as well? How could it be Euro millions, Callum?
Yeah, because yeah, Euros. It's not just England, it's everybody.
I don't dream about Thomas the Tank Engine, no.
See,
I might
We're only
dream
going to
about
get one, Johnny, $1 million. He says 3 mil should cover it. I says, I'm only going to give you one.
Give me 2 billion then.
What bugs me
oh,
with
that's
lottery?
nice. 3 mil should cover it.
What bugs me
I'm
about the
funny, how are
lottery?
you?
The lottery and the usual and the Euro millions is the price difference from the top prize down to the next one. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? You get 5 numbers and you get bugger all for it.
I know.
You know?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I'd just be, you know, thankful because we have this set for life, and it's £10,000 a month, 30 a year. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, but that's hardly set for life, though, is it? Really, when you think about it, 10 grand a month for a year, 120,000. That's
I
not.
won't turn my nose up at it.
No, I
because
wouldn't.
that is a
But
fact.
to call it set for life.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
If it were 10,000 a month for the rest of your life, now that's it. You are set for life then.
Yeah.
But for a year, you're not.
I mean, in 30 years' time, I'll probably be, you know, in an urn on Chris's mantelpiece.
Yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
be. I think, well, I won't be on your mantelpiece, but I'll be on some buggers. Well, probably no, I wouldn't be. I'd be just in bin.
But yeah.
You'd be about 100, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 years, I'd be 91.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll get that far, but anyway.
Don't say that.
You never know.
I can't live forever, Callum.
Oh, no, you can't, but I'm just
He
saying.
says, "Oh, don't say that. It's a reality." I was watching a thing other night, and it were Stacey Dooley, you know, gingerhead Stacey Dooley, and she got this. This was one of her biggest fears were dying, and she actually went to an undertaker's in Nottingham, Anyway, they've got branches all over the place, but the main office is in Nottingham. And she went with them, I think, for about 2 weeks. And she sort of went into all the elements of funeral, you know, funeral directors and, you know, looking at coffins and, you know what I mean? Even down to embalming bit. You know what I mean? And basically, by the time she'd done, they said to, because see what, and this is what upset me. A 10-year-old gal had died of leukemia, and yeah, that was the bit that got me. And she went to the funeral, and it were heartbreaking, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because sort of when they'd finished, he says to her, says, well, does it allay your fears? And she says, no, I've still got that fear at the back of my mind. But after seeing the process and, it puts me more at ease. But yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she sort of understood what happened in the funeral process and everything. But hey,
not for me. That's not a place I'd like to go and visit.
Girl that were doing embalming and everything, she's only in her 20s.
All right.
Because she says to girl, she says, do you talk about it? She says, when you go on out for nights with your mates. And she says, well, look, I looked at it this way. What I do at work and my private life, I try to keep separate, which is understandable, really.
That's what I do. I don't keep.
You know what I mean? You don't. She says, but once they find out that you work in a funeral place, obviously they've probably got questions. But she says, once I've done work, that's it. I leave it at the door and I go out with my mates and, like a normal 22-year-old. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to close it down. And I will see you all on Saturday. Yeah. What day? It is Wednesday today, isn't it? I keep forgetting what day it is. So I'll see you all on the next one, guys, and thank you for.
Right.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yep. That's a different one.
Yes, I made it yesterday. Because when you were going, I thought, wow, this is going
I
to.
know. I know. I was waiting for another one.